y'all like that rap.
Or the reach. Let me try my hand at it. No. Say young, let me run this flow and I'll run it with a cadence that'll never get boring to you. I'm thankful for this ruach surgeon who will let pour into me. This gift made room, I'm glad he bestowed it to me. Now spit it how you give it. Keep myself open to receive it when he sent it. You know, I walk it like I talk it. Mix and master this one, I might take it to the market so you can hawk it. I tell you, buy mine and sell it now. When I run it, it'll be hot like a kettle pot. Head bob, y'all let me rock, you can tell I'm hot. Tahala every time I drop. With this rock from Yahushua, I'm guaranteed to spruce you up. Yahuda gang be booting up. I say world, Yahuda chosen for Kabul, bro, so y'all niggas can loosen up. Give me 2 to 3 witnesses, boy, that's proof enough. I'm with the rawest ever touched the mic. Shorty, you coulda had it the hardest. We can touch your life. I know this touch your heart and rub you on your soul, don't it? Believe that. I know my speech told on me. Peep out the inner man, not flesh that's clothed on it. Don't want you youngins to end up no old dummies. I show you I'm looking for him like he owe me something. Me, I'm awaiting this coming, bruh, even if I'm a old mummy. To take hold of more than this country stole from me. To halak is your car on them streets with gold on them. Now I say this in my opinion. You ain't got a little where the adversary got dominion. Pay attention. When wisdom speaking, you listen. You gon' need to be equipped with it. Setting out on this mission, you can be the victim. But this system made to convict you. Stick and move with it so you don't be a statistic. Keep out your enemies through all of the anonymity. They conjure these religions to lie about their identities. These Ashkenazis envy, we really who they pretend to be. Falls down to what you believe, it's not about who in the seat. No situation, put one over you of another nation. Torah stated. You see niggas then got complacent, confusion of faces. Gotta be cause this pain we don't need. They talking about change, that's what we did on our life. Yeah, he's still the same, why don't you give him all heed? Take his yoke up on you and learn him, homie. I know this a right, I reveal the things you don't see. I know where I came from, but this thing look bleak. But if I don't make it in, then that shame on me. See, I got to get this here so that shame won't be. But I keep it short and concise, feel it's my chalet. I wrote the Kazoon, live on this plane, gon' read.
Do you remember praying, seeking repentance, asking y'all for forgiveness, but didn't know if he listened? Do you remember the late nights spent crying, the time you thought you were dying and called on y'all for triumph? Do you remember praying, seeking repentance, asking y'all for forgiveness, but didn't know if he listened? Do you remember the late nights spent crying, the time you thought you were dying and called on y'all for triumph? Look, just to show us you can tell when you can live a lie, and you can run but you can't hide from he who makes a lie. They say that silence consent, but obedience compliance. Obey the laws that you commandments, Yahuwah's requirements. Easy, that's how it feels till it gets hard. Satan's got many weapons of temptation, better get smart. Get some control and turn it up to the max, so Elohim can have a rock arena, no do like stacks. There's no cap, if you change, make sure you don't go back. Yahuwah ain't forgot, that means his memory's intact. Back up, 3 and out of the does not slack. Not willing any your parents, he just trying to get you back. Do you remember praying, seeking repentance, asking y'all for forgiveness, but didn't know if he listened? Do you remember the late nights spent crying, the time you thought you were dying and called on y'all for triumph? Do you remember praying, seeking repentance, asking y'all for forgiveness, but didn't know if he listened? Do you remember the late nights spent crying, the time you thought you were dying and called on y'all for triumph? Symbols get into expense, I switch to prophet side. Along Kayi with Elohim, cause that's the prophet side. Listening to Nabu without the words of them who prophesy. Saying you can sin and be safe, that them who novelize. Elohim and men the right, but we sought out adventures that got us off, and now we're controlling the things that's wicked. His sin has been in the fullness of time. You turn our law back to the Abba, that's our hearts and minds. Redeem the time, cause it's getting late and the days are evil. Want him to make us what he likes, so take the pain and easel. Save Yahuwah first, but Yerushalayim won't be far. That we can all be like Sa'un and be not kumbaya. Do you remember praying, seeking repentance, asking y'all for forgiveness, but didn't know if he listened? Do you remember the late nights spent crying, the time you thought you were dying and called on y'all for triumph? Do you remember praying, seeking repentance, asking y'all for forgiveness, but didn't know if you listen. Do you remember the late nights spent crying, the times you thought you were dying and called on y'all for triumph? Y'all remember, 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 y'all remember. I can't lie to you and tell you this road don't never feel lonely. But if you got your hood with you, you're never truly alone. Walking on this road, walking on this road. No, you're not alone. No, you're not alone. No, you're not alone. Walking on this road, walking on this road, yeah. No, you're not alone. No, you're not alone. No, you're not alone. It's just like they say, many hands been light work. The problem is a hob ain't never been one of your sight words. And people go around help, but that's just a sight word. An excuse to not do work just leave you hurt cause they don't like verbs. That's action, the work behind the passion. Everybody say what they would've done when you in caskets. And I know you hate getting these tests, but you gon' pass, get you connected to the source that's got power that's everlasting. My advice is be quick to hear and be slow to speak, but to let you hold on to them burdens till your shoulders weak. No guarantee you gon' wake up, but you gon' go to sleep. Get it right while you got a chance, so in Shalom you meet. Walking on this road, walking on this road. No, you're not alone. No, you're not alone. No, you're not alone. Walking on this road, walking on this road. No, you're not alone. No, you're not alone. No, you're not alone. Trouble in my way, I gotta cry sometime. And I be lying, I said I ain't never wanted to die sometime. But I'm below to Yahuwah cause he's always sometime. And if you at that point, the best advice is try sometimes. He'll keep you in perfect peace if you stayed on them. The angels when you pray 3 times a day, but meditate on them. The best example of a hob, but still they hate on him. Why you so quick to think just when they came, I want you wait on them. And I'ma tell you like my dad would say, son, use your head more than a paperweight. Except they help to hold your burdens than you think and say. When you got help to feel way lighter than what paper weight. Walking on this road, walking on this road. No, you're not alone. No, you're not alone. No, you're not alone. Walking on this road, walking on this road, yeah. No, you're not alone. No, you're not alone. No, you're not alone. No matter what you're going through out there, walking on you're not alone. Yahuwah with you while you be with him. No, you're not alone. No, you're not alone. All kaboom to Yahuwah. Slim Cookie. Think it's a game. Who wanna try? Cause in war, believe it's all fair.
Show you better than I can tell you best to believe again.
Think it's a game. Who wanna try? Cause in war, believe it's all fair.
Yo, ain't televised or not, this revolution gon' happen. Like Ishan Palal, there's no capping. I got the armor of Elohim on with this double ring, so in this war, there's no lacking. Like 2 poetry cook, we gon' be snapping, no acting. But for this scene, it's gon' be tragic. I want it burning already. How me death coming steady enough food for my anger, so one of the best of matches. Only rule of engagement is don't forget. Those with the ear gonna know it's about to get gritty. I'm serving now with no regret. We need respect. Let's show these crackers why we call the rebellious city. With the fear of the Torah, and our steps will be ordered. And I can truly say, Yah's with me. One nation under Allah, he revealed the name. All the goon gonna know this ain't an effing game.
Think it's a game. Who wanna try? Cause in war, believe it's all fair.
Show you better than I can tell you best to believe again.
Think it's a game. Who wanna try? Cause in war, believe it's all fair.
Yo, Yeah, this ain't a game, this reality. Yeah, we in the flesh, but we war principalities. Sold out the yacht, I'm content with his salary. Still here, I gotta give my all. Shout out to my sister Valerie. The journey of my life, yeah, it might get rough. Rock out, remind me of Drake. Be nice for what? He chastised me like a son, make me twice as tough. They say pressure bust pipes, till my pipes ain't bustin'. Yo, they still flowing. In this race, I'm still going. Big cookie J fish with coding. Carried in the bar, in the heart, I'm still toting. And answering questions, switch hands with a weapon. We still soldiers. Please know this, we nothing soft. My brother strong, cut up arms come from daily. Carrying that rugged cross, brass more measure when the cup is poured. Heat hot like when you open oven doors. All fan loving war.
Think it's a game. Who wanna try? Cause in war, believe it's all fair. Show you better than I can tell you. Better believe it, kid. Think it's a game. Who wanna try? Cause in war, believe it's all fair.
They say that pressure bust pipes, but the same gon' make diamonds when you hook 'em like a thief in the night. The sea was shining, basking in the rays of his light. I order shiner one, visiting all the sins of old. No more your time is done. You put your hope and trust in the bird of things that hazardous. We put all your calling, your who we're taking our challenges. And you can run and hide, but you can die. The wrath is hot, like pouring water in hot engines. He gon' crack your block. You take advantage of the time while he's impatient. You ignore the water sounds and you're no fashion, you no maintenance. But you your who the word take hold like payments on your soul. Keep my device from being lost, we walking past the old. I don't know way of y'all like it until I'm dying. I sold my soul to y'all, ain't no benefit in lying. I walk a circumspect with my device, but you can try it. Y'all cooking sinners extra, keep your soul and join the fire, nigga.
Think it's a game. Who wanna try? Cause in war, believe it's all fair. Show you better than I can tell you. Best to believe it, kid. Think it's a game. Who wanna try me? Cause in war, believe it's all fair. Best to believe it, kid.
Yeah, can't stop, won't stop till the day I see y'all. Granted, been planted, no more granted.
AC, baby.
Standing.
To my yin, girl, you looking at it one drop. With the heart that's gon' flow to the mountaintop. Cause I can't stop, won't stop, not till the day I see ya. I do for the life that was granted. He broke up this fall around on the bar of the planet. I used to be a sinner, but I'm no longer branded. Cause I'm walking upright, you can see that I'm standing. You can tell by the way I walk, I ain't from around here. According to the tour, so let me be clear. When you who show on my side, man, whom should I fear? Now I'm rocking with you who he's the top tier. Homegirl, heck no, I ain't cutting my beard. No smooth face on this shit, I ain't a queer, nah. Keep the beam, I how what I saw. Now pay attention, I'm about to flip Murphy's Law. Now what came down must go up. And he walked on water, so you know it ain't luck. Planted in and out of my head was still by rock. After 43 days, he was higher than the beanstalk. Hold on, call, so you know I'm compliant. I ain't jacking around, I won't be defiant. The seat is a rock, on that stock I'll be climbing. To dwell with all of him, I wanna walk with the giants. To my yin, girl, you looking at it one drop. With the heart that's gon' flow to the mountaintop. Cause I can't stop, won't stop, not till the day I see ya. I do for the life that was granted. He broke up this fall around on the bar of the planet. I used to be a sinner, but I'm no longer branded. Cause I'm walking upright, you can see that I'm standing. Yahushua upright like the palm tree. Shit butt naked for all to see. So they went wagging their heads like I ain't tryna see. Just think that's what come shit they didn't better she.
Position heal yourself.
How could he? When you shook his leaves, but he still carried the burden. For you and me, we was too weak, so he shouldered the force. Yes, he picked up the two and he walked through the forest. So we lifted him up, separated my yin. Then the more came, so Yahushua shot up the waters. Who hit the people the waters, then the two is the reed. Shout out to the ex-head flowing into my yin. Let's hit the root of the op. He killing our rivals, he gave us his breath. I call it revival. I'm lifting the standard like I'm holding the title. Cause I'm working with Yahushua, I don't stand with the idols for real. To my yin, girl, you looking at it one drop. With the heart that's gon' flow to the mountaintop. Cause I can't stop, won't stop, not till the day I see ya. I do for the life that was granted. You broke up this fall around under bars and planet. I used to be a sinner, but I'm no longer branded. Cause I'm walking upright, you can see that I'm standing. To my yin, girl, you looking at a one drop. With the heart that's gon' flow to the mountain. Cause I can't stop, won't stop, not till the day I see ya. How I do for the life that was granted. You broke up this fall around under bars and planet. I used to be a sinner, but I'm no longer branded. Cause I'm walking upright, you can see that I'm standing.
No more branding, cause I'm standing.
Trump dummy, Trump dummy, Trump dummy, Trump dummy.
Well, there it is.
It ain't pouring, but it's rainy. It ain't pouring, but it's rainy.
All right, y'all. You know what it is. I see you later, B.
Wisdom Simone, catch the tone, just listen and narrate. What you hear is what I hear when I sit back, let records play. Come to me just like conversation, relay it just as it say. Rehearse it a couple times, make some improvements along the way. Keep the message simple, plain, no complication to speech. Cause what I'm saying, if you listen, it should lift you up on your feet. Marinated in double ring, simmered in consideration. You should feel the words I speak through experience. Our relation, past life seem like a dream. Recollection sometimes hazy. Amazing what y'all will do for you, especially if you're patient, unwavering. I'm a Nazar, God's law of Abraham. A mind to his, am I thankful he caught me out of my wrong. I should be gone, laying stank. No breath left in my body, but that old man put behind me in Yahuwah. I'm a body man, I praise him. He's worth it, I praise him. He's worth it, I praise him. He's worth it. Tahala, he showed it. Shema Shalom of his kaboot and a barn would take my place. I'm wildin', not like I'm the cannon, cause he gave me a new day, so I'm gon' praise him. He's worthy, I'ma praise him. He's worthy, I'ma praise him. He's worthy. Tahala, he showed deserve it. Rockstar lifestyle might not make it. Used to feel that way till I start changing my behavior. So to reap this favor this way, no hard press. Suffer now while in this flesh, so when I die, enjoy his rest. Trust the deal just as it's stressed. I know his level of integrity. If something falls against me, I know it's just him preparing me for greater things than mine can see. A lump I eat eternally, ushered into them whose confessions was offered earnestly. Rockstar lifestyle, my soul gotta make it. Yahushua with a rock who caught radiate through his greatness. Tahala to y'all who called me to shore from Guim, hated natural rest and take a stance. I only live because he gracious. I should be gone, laying stank. No breath left in my body, but that old man put behind me in Yahuwah. I'm a body man, I praise him. He's worth it, I praise him. He's worth it, I praise him. He's worth it. Tahala, he showed his Shema Shalom of his kaboot and a barn would take my place. I'm wildin', not like I'm the cannon, cause he gave me a new day, so I'm gon' praise him. He's worthy, I'ma praise him. He's worthy, I'ma praise him. He's worthy. Tahala, he showed deserve it.
Tahala, Yahuwah.
This is another Big League production.
Keep your head up.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah!
You need to know trouble don't last always. And if you feeling down about it, this is what you say. Hey, let's keep it positive. Let's keep it positive. Let's keep it positive. Let's keep it positive. Positive. Simple adjective of how we ought to be. Working out together like the organs in your body. We can be a rich family like the Saudis. To show each other love, now that's an energy. Negativity will sting you like a bumblebee. Even positive is first on the battery. Just reading right to left, that's how it's supposed to be. And I see women running through me and so casually. We lacking moral and ethics, that's called anatomy. Understand, what you give out is what you get. Don't expect to garden flowers if you plant and live. Yeah! You need to know trouble don't last always. And if you feeling down about it, this is what you say. Hey, let's keep it positive. Let's keep it positive. Let's keep it positive. Let's keep it positive. You Be positive on the dating, ladies, because you never know what someone else is going through. If you see your sister fall, be there to help, because you never know. Next time, it might be you.
What the book say? What the book say? What the book say? Wow.
Yeah.
What the book say? Hey. Hey. Rush your thoughts come to mind. What the book say? Won't let them shake me cause of pride. What the book say? Hey. 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 What the book say?
Resist, baby, gotta flee.
What the book say?
No other way it's gotta be.
What the book say? Hey. 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 What the book say? Say you at the club, it's going down. I see them having fun, but I don't want none. If it's gon' land me and she on, then keep it. I'm the wrong one to try and creep with me on some sneak-ish, on some free-ish. Ooh, not me, kid. Cause my calendar already booked for the weekend. What the book say? If sinners entice me, I won't consent it. This bitch, they won't like me. I can't afford it though. It's a sacrifice. I'd rather pay that price. I can't afford to lose my soul. This is hard liquor, straight no chaser. Only one attempt to pin it right, no eraser. Can't get a do-over, can't get a do-over, can't get a do-over. Once you move this over, get your law right. As you travel on this highway, avoid left, go straight. Once you made a hard right, watch your thoughts come to mind. What the book say? Won't let them shake me cause of pride. What the book say? Hey, 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 what the book say?
Resist, baby, gotta flee.
What the book say?
No other way it's gotta be.
What the book say? Hey, 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 what the book say?
It's something in my law, Miss Chalet, I gotta stay. This way I can't depart. Hooked on you, I'm cray. All things is coming, I can't hide. I would not apply. Step in the arena, lights, camera, action, Broadway. I choose a narrow way, fighting just to stay alive. No apologies, I'm satisfied. You better recognize. Call up on cut and hope to live alone with the kind that was preferred before y'all was none. When correction comes, I'm grievous, I'm on the scene. Even though I'm hot, can't melt like a Krispy Kreme. Discreet in my actions, avoid the physical game. Just a carrot till my life had to make it plain. Has he staying on his watch at the top, working hard like he in a sweatshop, the bar hot. Oh, and shaking your foundation, teaching all the reasons scare. I know the games won't prevail. Can't stop till I become an heir.
Watch your thoughts come to mind. What the book say? Won't let them shake me cause of pride. What the book say? Hey, 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 what the book say?
Resist, baby, gotta flee.
What the book say?
No other way it's gotta be.
What the book say? Hey, 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 what the book say?
Hey, Cook, you ever had anybody ask you how you make your Zamara?
Man, folks asking that all the time. The thing is, it ain't that hard when you got the recipe.
You know what they ask me?
Big cooking. They say, how you do that? I just make something from the teacher. Big me and Chris do the reading. Can't fall asleep while he preaching. That's how I do that.
How you do what?
Working Zamara in no kitchen. You booty gang in no switch. Just gotta play your position. That's how I do that. I just make something from the teacher. Big me and Chris do the reading. Can't fall asleep while he preaching. That's how I do that. Cause I'm out in no kitchen. You booty gang in no switch. Just gotta play your position. Hey Lee, how you do that?
How I do that? I skim the internet looking for track. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it wet. But when it shit hit, yo, I hit it back. First I'm inspired, then come the hook. It's all in my mind, no pen and no book. Takes a little time to simmer and cook, but when it comes up, I'm spilling the facts. I went from front row to shower to reading and blowing the cost us an hour. Started we reaching production, we hit the stoop.
Cook up tomorrow, not promise. So I take heed to the word. Make sure this each don't swerve. In this lane, we ain't man. Listen, I really live what I speak in my verse. Cause while I keep bringing the word, and I stand at attention. Still a man won't listen. His hand keep dipping. No, I ain't switching. I keep playing my position. Yeah, your hootie gang, no Christian. Cook tomorrow, no kitchen. Alright, he ain't gay to get to your biting our flow. Cause you know we keep serving up Wednesday.
How you do that? I just make stuff from the teacher. Bigly and Chris to the read. Can't fall asleep while he preaching. That's how I do that. Cookers are more in the kitchen. Yo, the gang in the switch. Just gotta play your position. That's how I do that. First, I think a beat that is slapping. Then I decide if I'm rapping. It really don't matter either way, I know that I'm snapping. Cause I pull over to use me. So that the ball come right through me. And then I eat beats just like it's meat. Medium well so it's juicy. Cause I'm ceramic, I'm separate. That's trembling move. Just like a groove. But it needs a Mario who we make. We finna get loose, we'll kick off your shoes. Catch that to tell you we love the tape. So watch what we do when he come through. Always on time cause he never late. Recruit, he know that it's true. Gotta just do what the album say. Find it to deal like that Cooper tape. She'll put up a solid, he's coming tomorrow. And when it's tomorrow, yo, what it say? Make up your mind, why you got time? They could you ain't lying, I'm just a design. I keep it sublime, losing my time. So big, they say how you do that? Whoa, I just made song from the teacher. Bigly and Chris to the reading. Can't fall asleep while he preaching. That's how I do that.
How you do what?
Cookers are more in no kitchen. Yo, the gang ain't no switching. Just gotta play your position. That's how I do that. I just make song from the teacher. Bigly and Chris to the reading. Can't fall asleep while he preaching. That's how I do that. Cookers are more in no kitchen. Yo, the gang ain't no switching. Just gotta play your position. That's how I do that.
That's how I do that. I do myself in the teeth. Bigly and Chris to the read. Can't fall asleep while he preaching. That's how I do that. How you do what? Cookers and mobbing them kids. Yo, we can't get no switch. Just gotta play your position. Hey Lee, how you do that? How I do that? I skip the internet looking for trap. Sometimes it hit, sometimes it wet. But when this shit hit, yo, I hit it bad. First I'm inspired, pick on the hook. It's all in my mind, no pen in the book. It takes a little time to simmer and cook. But when it comes up, I'm spitting up fast. I went from with the shower to reading the blowing the constants an hour. Now that we breathe the production, we hit the stew. Cook up tomorrow, no promise. So I take heed to the word. Make sure this eat don't swerve. In this land, we ain't man. Listen, I really live what I speak in my verse. Cause I keep bringing the word. And I stand at attention. Still a man won't listen. His hand keep dipping. No, I ain't switching. I keep playing my position. Yeah, your hootie gang, no crack. Cook some more, no kitchen. Yeah, he ain't gay to gay. You're biting up. Yeah, nobody keeps saying Wednesday. How you do that? I just mess up on the teach. Bigly and Chris to the read. Can't fall asleep while he preaching. That's how I do that. Cookers and mobbing no kids. Yo, we gang, no switch. Just gotta play your position. That's how I do that. First, I think a beat that is slap. Then I decide if I'm rapping. It really don't matter either way, I know that I'm snapping. Cause I below that he used me. So that the ball come right through me. And then I eat beats, just like a meat. Video was so juicy. Colors of one make them separate. They're trembling mood. Just like the Gulo. It is a mobber, yeah, who didn't loose. We lose to get loose, so kick up your shoes. Catch up your day, yeah, we levitate. So what do we do when they come through? Always on time cause he never late. He better just gotta just do what the others say. Find out the death like the Guma day. You put up beside that he's coming tomorrow. And when it's tomorrow, the cookie, what I say? Make up your mind, while you got time, the cookie ain't lying. I'm just a design, I keep it sublime. Put in my time, so be good. How you do that? I can make something on the teaching. Bigly and Chris to the reading. Can't follow anybody preaching. That's how I do that. How you do what? Cause I'm mobbing no kids. So we need gang no switch. Just gotta play your position. That's how I do that. How you do what? I just make something on the teach. Bigly and Chris to the reading. Can't follow anybody preaching. That's how I do that. Cause I'm mobbing no kids. So we need gang no switch. Just gotta play your position. That's how I do that. That's how I do that. That's how I do that. What? I just make someone to the teaching. Bigly and Chris to the reading. Can't go see while he preaching. That's how I do that. Cookies and bobbing, no kids. Yeah, when he gangin' no switch. Just gotta play your position. That's how I do that. Word. I done messed up on the teaching. Big man could do the reading. Can't go see while he preaching. That's how I do that. Cookies and bobbing, no kids. Yeah, when he gangin' no switch. Just gotta play your position. How you do that? I done messed up on the teaching. Big man could do the reading. Can't go see while he preaching. That's how I do that. Cookies and bobbing, no kids. Yeah, when he gangin' no switching. Just gotta play your position. Hey, Lee, how you do that? Word. I just messed up on the teacher. Bigly and cook to the read. Came on the while he preaching. That's how I do that. Cookies and bobbing, no kids. Yo, we ain't gangin' no switch. Just gotta play your position. That's how I do that. That's how I do That's how I do that. Whoa, whoa, That's how I do that. Whoa, whoa, That's how I do that. Whoa, I just messed up on the teaching. Biggie and bitches and reading. Can't go love me while they preaching. That's how I do that. Cookies from mama, no kids. Y'all can be hanging no switch. Just gotta play your position. That's how I do that. What? I just messed up on the teaching. Biggie and bitches and reading. Can't go love me while they preaching. That's how I do that. In the kitchen. Nobody can get no switch. Just gotta play your position. That's how I do that. That's how I do That's how I do that. I can mess up on the teaching. Bigly and put the read. Can't follow me while they preaching. That's how I do that. Nobody can get no switch. Look at the play your position. Look at the game of no switching. That's how I do that. Word. I can mess up on the teaching. Bigly and put the read. Can't follow me while they preaching. That's how I do that. Get some mama no kitchen. Yo, when he got get no switching. Just gotta play your position. That's how I do that.
That's right. I mean, had the bass and all.
Sometimes I read too, and sometimes I read too.
What is that, man? Oh, he said, sometimes I read too. And then Lee only gave 2 scriptures, bro. Listen, I'll probably only give you 1. That's tight, man. Man, y'all don't want to sit in that reading chair, man. When you sit in that reading chair, man, all kind of stuff's come out. I said, I know this word. I know this word. Nope. And I'm trying to make sure that nobody act like they don't know. And anybody that want to read be like, man, he missed that word. I would have got that same word. And you know what? You wouldn't have got the word. Man, after I finished, I said, y'all can have this book, man. Take it out of my hand. That's tough, man. How y'all doing? Y'all all right? Oh, man. Woo. Oh, go ahead, Austin. Oh, no, you can't read, though. Yeah, I got Leon, shout Leon right here. All right, man. Hey, man, let a man wait on his ministry. Y'all all right, though? Yes, sir. I'm glad to be alive. I ain't smell cutting it down on Telegram, you know, always. Keep it up, you know. When I ain't come up, you gotta come right behind the support. That's right, ain't tell them off. How y'all doing, though? Y'all all right? I'm glad to be alive, man. That's right. I'm glad to be alive, y'all know. Glad to be alive. Could have been dead and gone, as they say. But I'm right here. I'm right here. Lee, we go ahead and blow this far. right. That's right. Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. Whew. That's in my throat. I don't know when the last time I wrote on the board. I think last time I preached, I just went on here and preached. All right. Go get started. Everybody doing all right?
Yes.
Everybody got a purpose for being here? Anybody trying to figure out their purpose? Yeah. That's right too. Right here. This thing loud, man. All right. I think the Most High, we got to switch it? Okay. Bet. I want y'all to go check out my new sponsor, Lumen. The pants that I got on there are from Lumen. You know, they're good brands. Make sure to put the promo code Bostic in. Everything Bostic at that, you know. Sorry for that little quick commercial break. But these ties are sponsored you by therefore, you know, or thereof. Y'all all right? We'll go ahead and get started. We don't waste no time. You know, y'all always looking like, come on now, what he got to say? Kenny, why you in your head like that? Huh? Kenny said, come on, bro, just preach the word, bro. Come on, oh, preach, bro. You gotta say all that. Who's that? That's ATL, boy. I love it. I can tell where anybody from, man. Just open your mouth. Open your mouth. It was a lady we met today at the park. She started talking. I said, "Man, who she remind you of?" She said, "Huh?" I said, "Aki Damon, Detroit, at Michigan." You know, all don't wear glasses too. Sit right here.
That's right.
Sit right there. Yeah. I said, she from Michigan. You know, that's good, man. The speech portray you. That's right. We'll go ahead and get started, though. You know I kid all day. This is the book of Romans. Book of Romans, chapter 15, at verse 4. Give all honor to the Most High Yah through his being Yahushua Mashiach, always to our Ra'ah, to all the Sharos, Justin, Leon, Malcolm. I know me and Justin had a conversation the other day, and we was it was talking about the different nationalities on where we are. And one thing that was struck me that was interesting is that a lot of people don't know. I asked a question, how many people have pledged or know about Greek fraternities? Greek fraternities, all right? Who's with that with, right? A little bit. All right, and I asked a question. I say, when you think of Greek fraternities, Daniel, if I say Alpha Phi Alpha, right, what is their symbol? What is their thing that they're known for?
Black and gold.
Black and gold, wow. Chris?
Sphinx.
The Sphinx, which is where?
Egypt.
In Egypt. Phi Beta Sigma is known for what?
Yes.
Man, Dang, you better know something. You plans that, man. You got a capo over here ready to bust your head. That man says, come on, Noop. Noops know that. Huh?
It's just a Sigma sign.
But what's the signal? Y'all got an animal or something, right? A gorilla? What y'all got?
I can't even tell you.
That's tight, man. Kappa Alpha Psi. What? Go ahead, break. It's the dove. Y'all know y'all be stuffing. That's right. It's the dove for them. The Kappas is what, Chris? The bunny. What's the significance of the bunny? If you could tell that secret. Chris?
I don't know.
That's tight. That's tight. That's tight. So what? So let me tell you something. Those that haven't went to college or didn't go to college, right? every fraternity or sorority, they put a animal or something that they associate with to link with their organization. All right, and all of that should have some kind of characteristics towards it, to where you can be able to display. These people will fight you over the organization. I don't know what it is, they will fight you. You get what I'm saying? They had Delta had paid a homeless person to put on an AKA shirt to take a picture of them. You get what I'm saying? To take a picture of them, and then they put it on social media to, you know, to make fun of them. But that was hilarious. But go ahead. What does the bunny mean? Okay. Okay. Hey, can you get it on mic? Because I don't, on the YouTube clip, I don't only want to be exposed for tearing down fraternities. All y'all privy today. It's like, what's happening to that brother Pledge? Y'all pull out a bunch of stitches, brother. This is Ray John, a.k.a. Battle Woman, a.k.a. Spider-Man. You get what I'm saying? He's from South Carolina. So upon this YouTube clip of the falseness of fraternities and sororities, featuring Ray John. Go ahead. Right. Got you. Okay. 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 I'm mad that Danielle is not here. Cause, huh? She mad. That Delta. Oh, that Delta. Oh, that Delta is saying deep in her soul. That dang on song. Come on. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. Yeah. That's not get deep, man. You get what I'm saying? You got them Omega Psi-Phi. Every time they be like, boss, you play it, because all football players are supposed to play as Q or whatever. I said, I ain't do that, man. Big dummies. That's why I ain't do it. You know, but I said it to say, to bring it up, right? Chris said Alpha was talking about Greek, right? So now, when you think going Greek, when they say, okay, I grow Greek, what do you think that means? Some people will associate going Greek with talking about Egypt, right? With Egypt. But do you know there's two forms of Greek? You got the Roman Greek, right? Where as we got our lettering from, right? Or then you got Greek as in Egyptian. So, am I right, Uncle? So a lot of times, right, when we dealing with these different gods or these different characteristics, you need to know which God is attacking you. Huh? And the reason I say that is because you may be thinking, you ever see someone, oh, that's a Greek God, we don't serve that. And you can be talking out of ignorance because definitely that's not what it is. Tim, look up something right quick. I want you to go to Google. And the reason I'm doing this is because a lot of kids are going to be going to school, a lot of people, they're going to be going in society. And when you meet somebody of a higher status than you that may think they know more than you, this is how they persuade you to come towards their faith, their religion, or their belief, right? When you think of religion, don't just necessarily think of a religion as a cross and serving a god or idol. A religion is just a practice. I want y'all to understand that. A religion is a practice, right? Committing kata is considered a religion. Because you habitually do it. And in your religion, you think you get away. In your religion, you think the only person see you is you. And when they do see you, when you come to the synagogue, and therefore you got to put on your bunny outfit or whatever it is to cover it up, it doesn't work like that. A religion, matter of fact, I don't even want to put it. I want y'all to understand because somehow we got to get the whole Iraq has to get on a situation to where they have to understand there's only one pure religion. And not necessarily considered religion, there's only one pure way, right? I don't care how you call it. There's only one pure way. The person that created this rocks created it. Once he created the submarine rocks, it's there. There was a study one time that was done. It's crazy. There was a study done. And that was a study. It was a debate done. I don't know if some of you all seen it. It was a debate between people who think that the world was just created by an event, right? And the other person stated that the world was created by someone or a being that created. That created it, right? Because you got some people that think that the world evolved in what it was. Evolution. Y'all ever heard of that? Evolution. That means the world just evolved. It happened. Boom. That's why they call it the Big Bang Theory. Y'all ever heard of that? They will tell you that the Big Bang Theory created the world. Boom. It happened. But the guy explained, he said, I'm trying to realize what God are you talking about? Because the God, the quote-unquote God of the Bible, cannot be described in time, matter, or space. Because if he was in time, he can't be God because somebody has to put a date on him, right? And what space was he created? What being was it? If he's a being, what time and what matter did he come about? You can't do that. The God, the Elohim that we serve, when he spoke, it happened. Boom, it happened. Right? Things that didn't evolve. If things evolved, right? If something came out of space and boom, created a word, what created that? What created the Big Bang? What time, what matter, what event created that to create this? So you do believe in creation. You only believe it to a certain extent, so you know what? It only go this far and it's not convicting me. But let's really break down what you believe. Things doesn't evolve. It takes a male and a woman to make a child. That's right. That's point blank, period. Anytime that you take a male and try to do something, you are causing confusion. That is out of order, right? And those things are not so. Evolution, things don't just pop out of nowhere. It doesn't just happen. Think about a certain time. And when he was talking about time, matter, and space, even in our first book, it does it right there. It says, in the beginning, what is that? Huh? That's a time. Elohim, what is that? Created the Shamayim and the rocks. That's an event that happened. That ain't nothing to just pop up and say, you know what, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to create this. It don't happen like that. He set it up. In the 6 Yameens, guess what? Everything was created. Everything was created. Now, the thing that's interesting with how on the belief on what I believe and what we all and people should believe, everything was created to form and help the thing that was created after thereof. Right? What do I mean by that? If man was created, what would man eat? What would he eat? He would eat something that's what? That has been created before them to grow and to eat off of. Does that make sense? You can't create man and say, you know what, let me make you some food. That's what's happening now. That's what food now is what? Being created. So therefore, can the thing that's created thereafter be good for the thing created before it? It can't happen. Well, Alex, Shara Boston, what do you mean by that? Austin had to look up in the sky. Let me break it down for you, Austin. I can't create something new, right? That's supposed to be good for something that's already has been here. Everything that we should get, it should be coming from the ground or it should be coming from what? An animal or something that was created by the thing that created me. Point blank, period. That's why you have a lot of people, I don't know what they call them, but they only eat what's grown and can be killed. What is that called? What is it called? Is it called vegan? I thought it was a certain name for it. I think it was a certain term for it. They only eat what can be grown or can be killed. No, they can. That's not a vegan. Yeah, don't worry about it, man. My help right now is limited. Yeah. I'm trying. Sometimes you gotta ask for a witness, but that's why you gotta have your notes, like preacher say, true. You get what I'm saying? There's a word, what is it called? An heirloom? Man, that's tight. Because I don't know that word. I'm sorry, Dwight. That's not it. It's something. It's something. But the reason I say that is because our Elohim did not get created out of nowhere. And the first thing that we do is we try to put a what? A face to our what? Elohim. What does he look like? We always say, you know what? I want to know how he looks. Is he black? Is he white? He won't be considered Elohim. If you actually put him in a facial feature, right, that's something that was created. No, I can't do that, right? Our Elohim is considered to be one being, but has different characteristics. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Has different characteristics. He could create, he could kill, he could wound, he could make alive, he could set time up. I was talking on the show yesterday, and it struck me so clear that none of us can change the way we are right now today. Today. Nobody can change that. Everything had to happen in everybody's life for us to be here at this point, at this time. Everybody that left your life, they had to leave your life at that time for you to be here. Anybody that has gained you has been a gain to you, it was also for you to be here at this point. Then I think back, I say, you know what? There's a lot of people that I lost in my life. A lot of you have lost some people in your life, right? And I would ask myself, I said, what would I tell that person? What would I tell that person that could be able to help that person or could be able to do something? I wish I could tell them I love them every day. And you know, I thought about something. You see people every day, you still don't do that. It only takes when a person is going out of your life that you only hope or you call that you should have did something. But what about the people that's presently in your life right now? Why are you not exemplifying that right now? And guess what? They gonna be gone or you gonna be gone. Then somebody after that is gonna say, you know what? If only I could have what? Did something. That's all a hypocrite and that's all teeth and tongues. Because the people that you should treat right are every day walking in front of your face. The life that you should be trying to save is one of your own. In everything of your life, you should be trying to get better to meet your creator or the person that created everything. That's what it is. The person that created me, I will eventually meet him one day. Eventually. Because I don't believe I just evolved out of nowhere. Because you know why? The same thing keeps repeating. I keep seeing babies being born. I keep seeing trees grow. I keep seeing the sun rise. Well, I don't want to get into that debate. Right? I don't want to get into that debate. Because I believe the sun goes away and the sun comes. The sun does not vanish. Because, all right, when it gets night here, where is the day at? On the west. When it gets nights on the west, where's the day at? In the east. When it gets nights in the east, where's the day at? So did the sun go down or did it just go away? Right? I don't get no amen, but that's fine. That's fine. I mean, no matter what, it's daylight somewhere. So did it go down or did it go away? That's why the sun will come and the sun will return. That's why they actually use S-O-N, because it actually talk about the sun will come, the sun will leave, the sun will come back. Right? It's just away. Nah, I'm just listen. I'm just telling you, right? But at the end of the day, why do I say that? It's because wherever you are, it's only darkness for a particular time. It's only darkness for a particular time. And then it will eventually, well, guess what will come back? The sun will come back. It happens wherever in your life. It's going to happen, it's going to go, and it's going to come. But let's go ahead and get to it. I want you to look this up, Tim. I want you to look at the difference between Greek and Roman gods. Because there's a difference. When people say they go Greek, there's a difference. There's a difference. And all of them are placed on this earth for one reason. I'll go to images, tell them, because we're a visual person. We gotta see the people on these logos and image. Keep going down, go down. All right, start it up. Come down, Chris, come down. I mean, up. Y'all see that right there? You got Greek mythology, and guess what you got? You got Roman mythology, right? Each of them, click the image to the right. I'm trying to find their names to where they line up and go down. The reason that I say that is because each of them tried to claim a characteristic of Elohim, of a creation of something, right? You have the God of the water. He already created that. Huh? You got the God of the underworld. He already created that. You got the God of the sun. He created that. But you know what they do? They try to put a claim on something that has already been here. You can't do that. But when there's nobody that have no belief, guess what? You can claim it. If you've never seen it, Cam, if you've seen a ladder, you know a ladder that you climb? Cam, I'm going to put a ladder on the ground, and I'm going to make it out of something you can step on. And then you're going to make it to where you can do drills on. Nobody have claimed it, Cam. You saw it, and guess what you're going to do? You claim it. Now who created it? Cam make it. But has it been here before? Yes. But y'all just don't know. Right. That's what everybody does in society. If you don't know nothing, guess what? Once somebody created, you think they're the starter of that event. Evil has not just been created. Evil has already been here. I was on the phone the other day, and I entered the call. I was like, all right, bet. My daughter laughed at me. She's like, he said, bet. When you learned that word, like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, hold on. I said, bet, be here. See, I said, hold on. And I felt offended because it felt like I'm getting old, you know? You know, sometimes you got to defend your character. Like, hold on, what you talking about? Bet, be here before. You know what I'm saying? Be here. Y'all young folks, come on now, stop playing. All right? So now, you see all this? There's a difference between Greek gods and you got Roman gods. You got different gods. You got the Armor Hammer god. You got the person of Hades. You got Zeus. But everybody tied up. But you got to understand something. It's only one Elohim. It's only one creator. So when you start, this world did not start on no evolution. I want you to find me one way to give you the definitions of it. But you ain't got to go at. But go ahead and get Bereshit. Go ahead and find that. Get Bereshit chapter 1 at verse 1. I'm sorry, Romans 15:4 first. This is the book of Romans chapter 15 at verse 4. Listen to the Sefer.
For whatever Nikata before.
Y'all see that? Whatever is written in the future.
Before.
Guess what? It got to be written before I'm standing here. Right? Because if you're standing in a certain place, something had to happen where? Before you, and something will happen what?
After.
After you. But it's all determined what knowledge and information on where you're going to go where? Forward. Can you change the past?
No.
Can you take back all the whoopings of the past?
No.
Can you take out all you getting in trouble?
No.
All your mistakes, all the money lost, all the forgiveness. Can you change that at all? The people that have left your life, can you change that? Can you make better decisions in the future? Yes. How? Off the information from where? The past. That's it. The only way you could change your future is use the data from the what? From the past to make better decisions. But while you're currently in the present, still making the same mistakes. You, my friend, you, my Aki and my Aku, you are walking backwards. Right? That's why I look at the Sefer. That's why I look at these things and say, you know what? I can't make the same mistakes that's already been before me. You already have a DNA in you. Some of my DNA is just done wrong. I believe people in my past, I think they ran numbers. I think they were around the money changers a lot in the market. Because when I went to Cuba, when I went to Africa, I said I felt at home. When I was in the market, they was hustling and going, and they tried to scam me. I said, brother, I'm a man from America. But you know what? I liked it because it was challenging, just in another way. That's why I felt at home. I said, listen, I can do this all day. We were going exchanging money. He said, no, I give you $10 for CD. I said, nah, man, I need 11. 11 you never get. You do that click and walk away. I say, brother, that's just a technique. You coming right back. Because if not, you would have stayed in. You would have been left. But I got you. I say, what if I buy $300? He said, I have it. I said, what if I need $1 million? I send planes. I said, oh, you a liar too. I said, you got a plane in this stuff? But I said, you know what? It's worldwide. Everybody has a characteristic that's worldwide, which is I felt at home. Some of you have some characteristics, you just haven't tapped into it yet. You know what I'm saying? So please don't go on Ancestry.com tonight and think you're going to find it. It ain't going to happen. All right, so for whatsoever thing was written before time was what?
Nikatab, to teach us.
To teach us. Uh-huh.
So that through endurance and through the nakum of the ketubim,
what?
We might have tikva.
So now this is teaching us. Everything that happened before is used for a lesson that you can use where? In the future. And to give you comfort. Why do you need comfort by something you heard in the past? Because you're going to go through something. You're going to go through something. We always trying to find some things in the past that's going to give us some ease on saying I'm going to have a better life. It's going to be prosperous, and it's going to be pressed down, running over, and nothing bad ain't going to happen to me. It ain't going to happen that way. Because once you find out information, now you are accountable. Now you're accountable for that information. Guess what? It's going to be tough for you to go through because now you got to make some tough decisions. The toughest decision that you're going to make is going to be called right or wrong. Right or wrong. This is the book of Bereshit, chapter 1. Book of Bereshit, chapter 1, at verse 1. Listen to this first.
Bereshit,
in the beginning. Beginning, that's a what? Y'all wake up, come on. In the beginning, that's a what? That's a time. Anything that happens in your life from this point on, it's gonna be broken down. And they say time, gotta be a matter, gotta be some kind of space. This is what? Go ahead.
Elohim created the Shamayim and the Arats.
Yep.
And the Arats was without form and void.
Uh-huh.
And Kashak was over the surface of the deep.
Y'all see that? The Arats was without what? Form, and it was void. That means it was empty. There was nothing here. It was nothing. He created it. He created it. It don't say no Big Bang came through. Well, who created the book? The same thing, the same person who's gonna knock you over the head with it. Because people will keep going. They'll keep going, you'll keep searching, right? It was without form and it was void. Uh-huh.
And Kashak was over the surface of the deep.
Uh-huh.
And the Ruach of Elohim was moving over the surface of the Ma'im.
Uh-huh.
Then Elohim said,
what did he say?
Let there be Aur.
And what?
There was Aur.
Listen, man, I'm a creator. I don't have to make nothing shine. When I say there's light, guess what? It's light. That's a creator. If I say right now, I'm finna go buy some shoes or make some shoes, guess what? It's in your mind. I just got to get the formula together to what? To put it together. Therefore, that makes you a creator. If you're a creator, what are you? Why do you keep buying stuff from other people? Why you keep creating stuff from other people? Right? And I'm not talking about in the sense of we don't have to buy things no more. But listen, you are not a person that's supposed to sit back and always just wait stuff to happen to you. There has to be a moving forward, a creation of things. Point blank, period. It's deep inside you, but you got to go ahead and get it. First of all, you got to believe. You got to believe that he did it. If you don't believe he did it, I can see why you're in the state you in. That's the reason why a lot of us don't make no movement, because honestly, y'all don't believe this. The reason why you don't believe this is because you say, you know what, I still got time. I think another God's finna come, you know what I'm saying? And it might be realer than this one. Brother, you wasting your time. When the people of this United States of America or England still believe that there's a God that created and use the Bible, guess what? They just use it wrong and use it for other purpose. But guess what? They believe. You know what Yahushua told Pelotus? What'd he tell him? I know you believe. Every ruler believed because every ruler had to keep him a copy of the Torah. They got to keep a copy of the Torah. Give me the book of Uar Shemut, chapter 1 and verse 1. I said, you know, going something deeper. I said, man, you need to get to the basics, because the basics is, do I have a belief? Do I have a belief system? What am I believing in? What am I walking in? Because every day, all you're doing is just waking up and you keep repeating the same thing. Going out here and just going right back to the same mode. But there's a creator that's sitting around waiting for you to do something. Most of all is to be more in the likeness of walking in what I prescribe you to walk. We'll get to that in a minute. Give me that verse 6. This is Uah Shemut, chapter 1 and verse 6. Listen to this first.
Yosef moved and all his Akim and all that Tuledath. But the Bani of Yasharal were Pari and increased greatly and multiplied and became exceedingly mighty, so that the Arats was filled with them. Now a new Malak arose over Mizraim, who did not know Yosef.
Y'all hear that, right? That means a new Malak, when they consider king, arose in Mizraim, who did not know Yosef. Right? So therefore, even if he's a new Malak, guess what he has to know? He has to know what's going on around him. What king doesn't know what's going on around him? Who's going to attack him? Who's going to attack him? Even in the game of chess, right? There is a king and there is a what? There's a queen, right? What moves that the queen does? Listen, man, a woman broke that down. A woman broke that down to me so smooth, Carrie, the other day. She said, just think about the game of chess, my brother. I said, what is it? The queen can go places the king can't. I said, damn. Hey, she broke. I said, well, you know what? I said, yeah, it's true now. Oh, it's not? Okay, go ahead, break it down, Carrie. It's just how fast he get there, slow he get there. Well, I think I was saying the queen can make moves that the king can't make. Right? That's what they will say. But I like that, Carrie. I can use that. And I'm going to use that. Just not here. I'm going to use that, but just not here. All right? So there was a Malak that came up, right, that didn't know Yusuf. And that's what happens in the workplace, and that's what I had to realize quick. You have owners that come in that don't know the work you put in.
Right.
Right? And you know what they want to do? They want to bring in their people because I don't know you. I don't know if you're against me. I don't know if you're with me. So therefore, let me bring somebody else that I can trust. But now, as being a Malak, as being a king, guess what begins to happen? Go ahead.
He said to his arm,
what did he say?
Behold, the arm of the Bani of Yasharal are more and mightier than we. Come, let us deal wisely with them.
And what we going to do?
Lest they shall multiply, and it shall come to pass that when war occurs,
what's going to happen?
They shall also join themselves to those who hate us and fight against us and depart from the Arats.
Y'all see that? Therefore, when the king come in, the king was very smart. He said, you know what? These people are great and mightier than we are. Let's take them and be captives, because if our enemy come, guess what? They going to join with our enemy and fight against us and take us down. That's what they consider. That's how that was a start in the beginning of a slavery. Because one, they wanted us to curate the land. Now, as we created the land and did it, guess what? Now they try to put us back in captivity and we can't have none of it.
Yeah.
They're going to suppress us because you know why? If these people were smart to create, they smart to rule. That's why they constantly kept putting in our head, there will never be a black man that say, there will never be a black man that say, there you go. There'll never be a black man that's a what? President. You know how many years they've been saying that? Before it actually what? Happened? But sometimes they got to put the things in your mind and in your people's mind. There will never be a black man that say what? President. To me, a black man making president was not to the meaning of others. It was just that, you know what? Somebody or we can do it. It's sad that we got to be at a certain state to say, you know what? If a black man can make president, I can do anything in the United States. Why does it have to be that way? A black man went to the moon, we could do anything. Well, dog, why couldn't we do it before? Because if I put it in your mind that you can't do it, guess what? You will never achieve anything close to it. You will never even achieve nothing, even going working in the White House, even going to Washington, even traveling. I'm serious. But it's the mindset of what people think. You say, you know what? I'm not even going to attempt to do it. Man, the first time I wanted to buy a house, that said, why don't you call a loan person and see what you got to do to get a house? I called the lady. I said, okay, I want to buy a house. She said, send me your credit. I send the credit and want my bank statement. She said, all right, you pre-approved for X amount of dollars. And I was overjoyed. I said, somebody pre-approved me for a house? Because to me, it was unachievable. To me, growing up in Miami, Florida, getting an apartment for $800 a month, you know what I'm saying, going to work, going home, going to the gas station, getting something to eat, coming back to the apartment, that was life. I knew my mom and daddy had a home, but I never knew how to get one. Ain't that right? I mean, I never knew how to get it. Until you do it, guess what? You can say, you know what? I can do it. But a lot of things in society, a lot of us, we already faint before we even get in and say we can't do it. But that's what happened. That's what happened. Another Malak came up and he said, you know what? We need to suppress these people because if our enemy come, they're going to join with them. Go ahead, Chris.
So they appointed taskmasters over them to afflict them with hard labor.
Yes.
And they built for Pharaoh stored cities, Pithom and Ramses. But the more they afflicted them,
what happened?
The more they multiplied.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Just think about it. We all knew that we was always in Egypt, right? We was in Mizraim doing something. Did you know why we was there? We knew why we was there, but how did we get in bondage? How did we get afflicted? Because somebody over us said, guess what? We gotta afflict you. If we don't afflict you, you gonna grow. What you think they do in the United States of America? They still afflict us, and guess what? We still growing. We still growing. What is in these people? What's going on with these people? Listen, you were built here to grow because you were created out of a person that what? He makes things grow. Period. These people cannot stop what he's doing. That's the problem. They keep trying to stop what has been created from before. That's why they're trying to make babies themselves. That's why they're trying to make animals themselves. You can't stop what he created. It's going to keep pushing through. That's why they keep failing. That's why the science, it keep coming up short, all in all. You can't stop what's already been in motion. But the only thing they can do is smart. They can afflict. They can afflict. They can down you. They can shorten your pay. They can make you feel, because once you're defeated inside, it's over. It's over. It's over. Once you're defeated, once I beat you down, just like a woman getting abused. Girl, you can take it. You can take it. But you know what? Some of the women still be strong. I ain't never do no beating. I'm just saying, the way they act, you know, they was just strong. But once that person in the man get defeated, guess what? It's over. It's over. I remember when I was training, the coach always wanted to punish me. We finna run gases all day. But my secret was I could run all day. I could run days. We finna run gases all day. And I'm sitting like, man, coach, but I can run. I had something within me to say, all right, bro, this is the time to take the breath, relax. We finna go back at it. You ready? Act tired right now, act tired. Get all your breath you can, all right? When you're ready, come on, get up. And I'm going. So I find out whoever's the fastest person, I say, you know what? I just gotta be right behind him. So if I be right behind him, I ain't in the front. Guess what? I ain't the person. It was a mind game. You get what I'm saying? It was in through your nose, out through your mouth. Breathe. You get what I'm saying? All right, Alex, you tired right now. You about to catch a cramp. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Hold on, coach. Hold on, coach. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, coach. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I just gained wind for another 3 laps. All I needed was that. Coach would say, ain't no wind down there. I said, the devil is a liar. This right here is some of the best rest. This is some of the best rest you can ever get. I don't know why they keep saying ain't no wind down here. For whatever reason, every time I get up here, I'm tired. I'm good, I'm tired. I know I'm working. This working. You know, so I can work all day. But it depends. The only thing I couldn't do, there was one coach got me. He figured me out. I hated the roll. When they lay you on the ground, they roll. He got me. Because it make your whole world spin. And you don't know where you at. And that's the only time I contemplate quitting. Football. I said, he got me. Roll, box it. I'm thinking I'm rolling straight. I'm all over here. Seriously, I'm thinking I'm got it. I'm all over here. And I said, there's no end. Until you would have to gather yourself and you got to roll one time and look, okay, goalpost, all right. I said, man, I can't do it no more. But the reason I said that is because it got to a point where I need to defeat you inside so that I could teach you and so you can still learn what I'm doing. Why am I keep getting afflicted? Because obviously you have not been broken down to your lowest common denominator. You keep superseding the healing. The thing that's trying to help you, you keep thinking you're beating it by the flesh. You think you got it. I got it. Nah, I'm good. I just got to hide a little bit better. Keep rolling, brother. Keep rolling. Because everything you do, you're making your greater God even more powerful by you giving credence to it, by just trying to hide the things that's supposed to help you. If you keep committing this wrong act and you keep getting caught, you know what the criminal gonna do? Find another way to do it. Commit this, get caught again, and guess what? I need to find another way to do it. When are you gonna stop finding a way to do it and say, you know what, let me just do right? Obviously, I'm not a good criminal. Obviously, you're not a good Qatarer. I don't know if that's a word. I just asked Dustin, is that a word, Dustin? I'll be Malak. But let's get back to it. It said the more they afflicted them, what happened?
The more they multiplied, and the more they spread out, so that they were afraid before the Bani of Yasharal. The Mishrites compelled the Bani of Yasharal to labor rigorously. And they made their Ka'id bitter with hard labor in mortar, and in bricks, and at all kinds of labor in the field. All their labors which they made them do with oppression. Then the Malak of Mizraim spoke to the Abari midwives.
So now this is what happens during the first one of the biggest recall of the oppression or slavery that we may had it, right? How we got there was a famine. We got there because we didn't have. Guess what? We had to go to Mizraim. But when we was in Mizraim, we had a Husha. We had a Yasha, who was who? Yahusa. He helped us. He aided us. But you know what happened? There's going to come somebody that's not going to know Yahusa. And everybody got to stand on their own.
That's right.
Yasha, guess what? He was underneath. He was gone. Therefore, every person had to be accountable for what? Their own selves. But guess what? We can't. All we can do is get afflicted. And you know what they do? Even when you working, even in the midst of you trying to get an understanding or you trying to work, and you say, you know what, I'm here to make brick. This is the tool that I use to make brick. They see that you're working good, and you know what they do? They take the tools from you. Dang, you gonna take my computer? This is how I work quicker. Yeah, we're gonna just get rid of all computers. We need to do everything by hand. It's gonna take me longer. That's my whole purpose. That's my whole goal. Why it seems like we create things that make things better, and guess what? They take it from you. Because the whole goal is not for you to succeed. The whole goal is for you to keep and stay under oppression. But you keep kind of succeed in this arats, and that's not the goal. You are running a rat race. Everybody can't be entrepreneurs. If everybody own their own business, well, goodness, who's going to be the worker? That's the problem we got right now. Everybody jumped out during COVID, wanted to be the entrepreneur. There was no worker. They forgot, dang, I need workers. The same thing I fight to say, I want to be out from under somebody. Guess what? You need that same person. So what you were saying, so how you going to treat that person? Well, dang, you know what? Well, let me get a good hiring package. I'm going to do something. Oh, yeah, you want a good hiring package? It's going to cost you $10,000 more. Hold on, what? The same thing you were fighting for, that's the same thing they want. What do you want to do? You want to be the owner or you want to be a worker? Nah, I just be the worker. Well, you're going to have to take whatever the person gave you because that's all I got. You take minimum wage to $19, who's going to be afford to pay you? Man, it hurt my heart because to get an employee, if you make $100, right? If you pay an employee $10 an hour, right? You got to pay taxes for that person and FICA insurance for that person. So now they make $10. You're going to have to make another $17 on top of that so you can profit. If the person only paying you $10, how you going to pay him $10 and the taxes is going to take out the money? So actually, you losing money by having an employee.
That's right.
So now they said, forget that. Let me just have a 1099 as they call it.
That's right.
I can't afford to pay. If minimum wage go to $19, I got to charge the customer $25, $30. Now, who going to pay the $25, $30? We ain't got no business. Yeah, dummy, because I got to pay you $19. Huh? So now our owner's in a rock and a hard place because I don't want to overcharge my customer, but at the same time, I don't want to underpay my worker. So at that point in time, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just get rid of both of them. I do the work myself.
That's right.
And to be truthful, when you realize, you say, well, I make the same amount of money that I'm making with them. It was more headache with them. I had to tell my employees, I say, brother, listen, I'm not doing this for me. Because I had to do the math with them myself. I say, with this contract, I only make $1,000 extra a week. So therefore, in my mind, I say, well, Alex, well, dang, all you got to do is make $1,000 to do this. I'm actually doing this with more risk by having more people. So why not do it myself? But now the mindset is I got to keep growing. I can't grow if I don't have help of people to do it. So it's a mindset. But to get back, what I'm saying is, when they got hard, they took away our tools. They took away and making us hard to work. And guess what? We still grew. So what did end up happening after that?
Then the Malacca Mizraim spoke to the Abari midwives.
What did he say?
One of whom was Shem was Shafara, and the other Shem Fua.
Dan, you know what a midwife is, Lieutenant? You know what a midwife is? Maya, what's a midwife? Maya just looked at me like, man, if you don't call somebody else. Ian, what's a midwife? There you go. A midwife, good job, Ian. A midwife is a woman that helps the mother give birth. The person that's actually helping with the labor of the baby, right? So the king of Mizraim went to talk to the midwives. Now I need to have a conversation with the midwives. What am I telling the midwives, like you, Chris?
And he said,
what he said?
When you are helping the Abari Nashim to give birth.
When you're helping the Abari women give birth, what we going to do now?
And see them upon the birth stool.
And I see you get ready to have the baby.
If it is a ben,
if it's a boy,
then you shall put him to moot.
I got to kill him. How wrong is that? The person that's helping the woman give birth got instructions when I say amen, I got to kill a baby boy. Because I can't control them out here in society. They still growing. So you know what? Let me get directly to the womb. Because therefore, there's some information that's getting to these people that they keep growing. So let me kill them as their baby boy. The same thing happened in society. They don't have to kill our little boys physically. They kill them in their mind. Because you ain't going to be able to beat them when they get grown. Give them the things that they want as they're young. Give them the drugs. Give them the music. Give them the things that they think that's life, and that's going to kill them before they get old and they ain't going to make it. Let me talk to the youngest, that Aki Jared do every week. Let me run it to the youngest right quick. Sitting in the tractor trailer. You know what I'm saying? We watching Jared. Keep going, man. Listen, I was there, brother. You had 2 lights for 3 weeks. You got to keep going, boy. You got to run to the youngest. But what happened, man, people, it's hard out there in that social media world, boy. Come out of that page, ain't got no old lights. YouTube, you ain't got no more views. That jump won't break 1,000 in 7 years. You gonna keep going, what you gonna do, bro? Hey, you can do this back at the crib. You know what I'm saying? But it's the persistence, man. You get what I'm saying? It's the persistence. But that's how I'm gonna kill the boys. I'm gonna kill the boys because I'm gonna give you some information that you think you don't know, right? I'm gonna let you think you know it all. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna get you the game. The thing is, our young boys are not smart enough to go against this man. You don't know enough. I started realizing there was traps laid before me that wasn't even traps for the person that's doing it. It was somebody above them. Moves are being made 3 times above you before you even know that. You think that's your boss hating you, ain't your boss. It's the owner of another boss saying, I don't want that boy to do nothing. And nothing your boss can do. So I don't care how hard you work, it ain't him. That's why when the book say we fight, rule out wickedness in what? High places. What does that tell you? It's not a person that's hating you. When I realized that, I said, you know what, brother? It ain't my boss. I need to get linked with my creator that can fight with that power over here. It ain't a fleshly person I'm fighting with. Spiritual wickedness in high places. That means, brother, it's not flesh and blood. I need to link with a higher power that can fight with this person. You talking about superheroes, step your behind back, brother. This ain't a fight you can fight. I need something to reach into them to touch somebody's arm and say, you know what? Just think about Abraham, the Malak. How did he get instructions not to touch his Ishar? Elohim came to who? The Malak in a Kalamuth and say what? Don't touch him. Don't touch his Ishar. Do you think a person told him that? Because it don't happen like that. Because Elohim take once, he speak once or what? And he speak where? In a Kalamuth. When what? When deep sleep have fallen upon a man, right? And what else? He opened his ear that he could seal his instruction while he sleep. And when he wake up, that's how he gonna move. So when you sleep, guess what? An instruction is being sealed to move. Is that a person? Is that flesh and blood? Or is that Elohim? Come on, y'all. What makes the person powerful is when you wake up and you walk in that action. That's what makes you powerful. That's what makes you powerful. Boy, if I have a column move or something and it ain't been created before, hey, boy, let's get that patent in order. I don't know where it's at, but right now I don't see nobody with it. Because you got to think. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. We out here every day trying to fight what? Flesh and blood. What somebody else got on social media. Brother, that ain't what it is. The man that's in control of it all, got all the power, go straight to him. The thing you dealing with, he the one gonna help you with it. That's when I realized, I said, you know what, man? I think I have a secret, Bryce, that nobody else knows. If you give me something and I do what's right and I keep going, good things will happen to me, Bryce. I don't think anybody knows this. Ha ha! Let me keep doing good. Oh, things will happen. Oh, something bad happened to me. He must not be with me. But brother, things will happen bad to you. I would just give you comfort under the kum to say what? Keep going. Oh, that's what it is. This is another demon, Austin, I never seen before. I don't understand this one. How about I just wait until I get our instructions? We try to make this thing so complicated, so out there. We try to fight. We try to get this supernatural power of the Holy Ghost to make you run around the church, and it ain't gonna do nothing. You still gonna be musty. You still gonna go to the same car. You still finna get that styrofoam plate with that one piece of bread, one scoop of collard greens, that hard fried chicken, and the cake like it been in the freezer for 30 years. It's like, why every Baptist church got the same plate? It's the same plate. It's the greens, the hard bread, the hard fried chicken, and give you a bread. The only thing that was good was the punch. Because it had to be fresh. They can't mess with that. Then I realized the hustle of the Baptist church. I realized the hustle. I said, you know what, man, this can't be right. I said, oh, I get it. See, the churches had to connect with the grocery stores. Because all the stuff that about to expire, they give it to they give it to the church. The church take that, flip it. You get what I'm saying? Once they flip that, that's why it be so almost the end of the period, because that's it. Once they get it where they can't use it, guess what they gonna have? We gonna have a donation drive. That ain't finna give it to y'all, because we can't use it no more. We can't make no money off it no more. I'm sorry if I'm breaking down the church, but right now, that's all good. Because there's some kid that was this age that's trying to figure out why y'all keep giving me hard bread. I was there. And that's what they do. They give it to you. But that's going to be on my other sermon. The hard life of growing up in the Christian church. It's bad, man. But that's what happened. So now they say, you know, we're going to kill the Beni. And that's what happened to our young kids. We try to instruct y'all to tell y'all what's right and what's wrong. But you know what? We was just like y'all. Once somebody old tell you something, you be like, you old and you don't know nothing. And that's when I feel bad, Lee. I say, you know what, Alex, just stop, because you know what you're thinking right now. You old, you about to die. You just want to tell me something because you ain't got no more life in you. Because that's how you think. The criminal mind is a stupid mind, Lee. It's a stupid mind these days. Because you used to think like, man, this man old. He ain't got no good shoes. Once you put your phone in that case on the side of your, it's over. It's over. Once you put that phone in that case pocket, I'm sorry, if you got it, I'm sorry. You put that phone in that case pocket, and you get your Bluetooth and you talk loud everywhere, it's over. It's over. It's over. Man, I went to Kaiser, I told my wife, man, I said, man, we got to eat right, man. We got to eat right. I went to Kaiser Permanente, and you know, Kaiser is like they got everything. They got the doctor, they gonna cure you, they got the medicine. Then the medicine don't work, we're gonna give you something else. So everything was in the health, the HMO, the health maintenance organization, that whole right there. When you get your medicine in Kaiser, it's over, man. You in line with all ages. I'm sitting in that line, man. I said, no, I can't do this. I can't do this the rest of my life. It wasn't my medication now, I'm just saying that. But, you know what I'm saying, well, I had to get something, you know, nothing bad, but it wasn't I wasn't enough for me. When you get that, they got the check-in line, check-out line, the line right around the corner, dude in there talking loud. Yeah, I'm gonna get it fixed. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, uh-huh, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get it fixed. I said, nah, that can't be me, man. That can't be me. But what's happening is, we starting to get older, and guess what? The same thing we saying is what's happening to us. Man, listen, man, as soon as Bang Boogie turned 40, he got hip problems. As soon as the preacher said something. Preacher said something the other day, said, bro, you old, man, old. That man had hip problems. I said, hip problems? I said, man, preacher, man, this is my birthday. I ain't even coming to service. No, I'm messing with y'all. But yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens. But the whole goal is they want to attack our young Vinny. And so, listen, little Derek, if I'm listening to you, bro, just don't look at me as old. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to get mad. I'm going to fight you, bro. If I get an inkling of thinking that you think like I thought when I was your age, I'm going to have to fight you. Because I feel different. I see why old people, now I'm going to say old people, I'm going to elderly people get offended when a young person want to come talk to them. You know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing, man. You don't know nothing. And they really try to tell you, you don't know nothing. And now me trying to do it, I said, young man, listen to me, man. And when I started talking, I said, Alex, just shut up, man. If you ain't got no money or no right, that brother, I said, how am I going to reach this young man? I said, now I'm just going to have to knock him out, bro. That's the only way you're going to listen to me, man. It's sad, but the thing what I'm telling you is, whatsoever was written aforetime, it was written for our learning. The same thing what they doing, they say, I'm going to kill you. That's what they doing again. All they going to call it is called rinse and repeat. That's it, rinse and repeat. Verse 17.
Well, I got to finish 16.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and finish that.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry.
But if it is a Bath, then she shall Kai.
But if it's a daughter, if it's a boss, the daughter can live.
But the midwives, Yara Elohim,
Y'all see that? The midwives fear a greater power other than their boss. The midwives feel a greater power other than their boss. Right? This ain't a man. This a woman that's fearing a greater power other than a boss. Right? I don't want to get on the sister power trip, but women are cool. You have to have a fear of somebody that's greater than your boss. Because if I don't like my husband, I still know there's somebody over my husband that I gotta respect, which is Elohim. Therefore, when I don't do what my husband said, guess what? I'm not only disrespecting my husband, but who? Elohim. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Because I know how it is. Boy, the Akub, they're going on that trip. And yes, it is true. Ka'u's name only been written twice in the whole book of Sefer. Eve. It's only written twice. That's it. You think the person that created, that gave birth should only have what? One representation? Twice? You probably won't find, I told somebody, you probably won't find a woman's name in the book of Genesis probably only 4 times. Bereshit, 4 times. 4 times. 4 times. Chris looking like, man, I gotta really search that out. 4 times. But it's interesting. A person that has a very intrinsic, a very life of our Creator, it's not about what's written, but it's about the powers that you possess. The things that within you that still can't man of creation. Nothing can happen without aid of a woman. It's over. At this point in time, it's showing you they have power to what? Kill and what else? Make alive. Power to kill and make alive. Right here. Go to the man. Nah, I need to go to the midwives. That's why it's important, women, you gotta stay the lane of instructions. The lane of instructions. Why? Because the reason I say, because somebody is gonna approach you that's not gonna be for your good. But then you're gonna think this for the help, but it's not, boy. It's for the killing of everything that you're around. Just like Adam and Ka'ur, right? Just like Adam and Ka'ur. Ka'ur was taken out of who? Adam. From a what? A rib. Do you know the meaning of a rib? No, I don't know neither. I was also got scared for me. I don't know neither. But when it states rib is actually a seat of emotion. Everything we have is for our kidneys, our caul. Why do you think we sacrifice? He sacrificed a caul, a kidney. It was a seat of emotion. It's something that I'm trying to attack. Tell me, see if you can look it up right quick. And what's important is a lot of us, we try to, the thing that's in our body, it actually helps us, aids us in our healing. Y'all, who watched the movie Accountant? The Accountant? Raise your hand high. Watch the movie The Accountant with Ben Affleck. All right, the movie with Accountant, right? Do y'all know what happened every night? What happened every night? He had the what? He had the flashing light. What else? He had the loud music. And what? He rubbed his shin. Do you know why? Huh? For pain? No. No. Yes, he was autistic. So this is what happens. This is what happens, right? This is what happens. The 3 things that happens but the first thing that y'all first get, he always took the medicine. Y'all remember he took his medicine, he cut on loud flashing lights, he turned on loud music, and he started to rub his shin real hard, right? The shin bone is actually a bone of what they consider that holds grief, that holds what they call it. I forgot the word. It holds an emotion. But let me get back to what I was saying. The reason why he did that and what they would teach and what they would say, everything is used for interruption of pain of what he's going through, right? The reason why people have flashing lights or they flash lights in you know what? Because it's a sight emotion, sight interruption. If I can get you interrupted off of something, what am I doing? I'm taking your mind off of what? Something else, whatever you're going through. And therefore, he had the noise interruption, right? That's why he had the loud music playing. And then what he did with his shin, that was a physical interruption to take your mind off of certain things, right? That's the reason why he did that every night, because in the world, they would consider there's a lot of what? Interruptions, and you have to stay sane, right? That was one reason he did that. The reason why I say that is because, do you know what we do as human beings? We make our own interruptions. Every time we're going through something, what do you go and hide as? Or hide from? Or go towards? You know what? Nah, you know what? I just like to listen to music, as they call it. The reason why you like to listen to music, because that music or that zamar takes your mind off of what? Something. I just like to watch TV. The reason you like to do that, because it takes your mind off of what? Something. Some people is addicted to pain. Physical pain. I just want to get beat. Boom, hit me. Come on. You crazy. You crazy. Even with playing football, that was, you consider me a little crazy, that's fine. When I stopped playing football, I didn't have that physical release to release my pressure off no more. I ain't had nobody to hit. That's why a lot of football players, they go to what? Abusing their what? Their wives. Because they try to substitute what they was going through with what? A physical person, because there's nothing for that interruption anymore. The reason why I say that is because you have to think of the things that you go to that's causing your relief that's outside of the bar. Because the things that you go to that's your relief, guess what it's not doing? It's not helping you. Now, I want you to look it up in the word. Find that word and go to it. Go to it right quick. And so I say that to say, because a lot of our things within our body on who we created us, guess what? It's supposed to help heal ourselves, right? And I started talking about Ka'ua. So the Most High actually took a rib and created a whole what? A whole human body. Cannot be duplicated again. Cannot be duplicated again. Have you seen somebody do it? So you know what they try to do? They try to do it. Therefore, evolution, I can't believe in that. Because where did it evolve from? Tell me. Tell me where did it evolve from? Let's look at the rib. Selah, a rib of the body, a leaf, a door, a person side, a portion of object or the sky. Keep going down. Rib, plank, side. Go back up. A leaf or a door. Y'all see that? A leaf or a door, right? What does that mean? If he took a rib away, therefore that left a what? No, it left a door open, but guess what he did? He closed it. Why? With the flesh. But therefore, if the flesh were removed, they're still left without a what? A protector. So therefore, that queen, quote unquote, as they call it in chess, should be what? Protecting his, At the end of the day, the whole job of the queen is to protect the what? The king. That's it. That's it. And I don't believe in queen. We know the definition of a queen, but I'm just saying in a perspective of what I'm trying to explain, the whole job of the queen is to protect the king at all costs. You can't protect your king if you listen to everybody and information. Because the person that's trying to get you off, guess what? They're trying to move you to go somewhere else. That's what happens, and that's what we need to be aware of. Because everybody have their certain roles, but you have to play your particular role. Let's go back to the first. Let's get back to what we're talking about. Get up out of here. Verse 18.
Still at 17.
17. I'm
Yes,
sorry,
sir.
Chris. Go ahead.
But the midwives, Yara, Elohim,
They feared Elohim.
and did not do as the Malak of Mizraim
Uh-huh.
had amar them.
Yep.
But they let the boys Kai.
They let the boys live. Uh-huh.
So the Malak of Mizraim, Kara, for the midwives and said to them, Why have you done this thing
Why are you doing this thing?
and let the boys Kai?
Why are you letting these boys continue to live?
The midwives said to Pharaoh,
What they said?
Because the Abari Nashim are not as the Mizraite Nashim,
Uh-huh.
for they are vigorous and give birth before the midwife can get to them.
Listen, man, we don't even need a midwife. That's what they saying. They said, man, they don't even need no midwife. As soon as these babies are born, guess what? Before they even get to the hospital, they having the babies. Huh? We can't even stop that. Who are these people? Who are these people? Who are these people? Something was inside of you makes you stronger than what they think you are. So why are you not walking in it? Huh? Oh, do you need a superhero to tell you I'm the person? Because what they do, they get our information, and guess what? They clone themselves as us. Why do you think they eat melatonin? Why do you think they eat blood of babies and stuff like that? Because if I eat it, guess what? I shall be it. Because the seed is in itself. How about I put it in me, and guess what? I shall live. Have you ever heard of organ transport or transplant? Huh? You can always transport organs into one body of another, and it does not mean skin color. Because that's what it's not about. It's not about skin color. It's about healing. Keep going, Chris.
So Elohim was tubed to the midwives, and the arm multiplied and became very mighty. And it came to pass, because the midwives, Yara, Elohim, he established households for them. Then Pharaoh amarred all his arm, saying, Every being who was born you are to cast into the Nahar, and every bath you are to keep Kai.
Y'all see that? So since you ain't gonna have it, just when they born, when I see the boys, guess what I'm finna do? I'm finna throw them in the water and drown them. If these people don't believe it, you tell me right now in Mizraim, they got symbols drawn up on the wall where babies being thrown in the water and alligators eating them. Wow. Right now.
Yeah.
This book, on what they say is not real, they have artifacts on the wall. They have hieroglyphs on the wall of showing every account that happened in this book. They showing. They have proof that they're showing back in history that there was a great flood that happened in the rocks. Certain things you just can't get rid of. I'm not making this stuff up. You go get your theologian, you go get your scientist, you go get your evolutionist, and you tell me when did these things happen, and you show me proof of what you're doing. What did you evolve from? Anything that evolved, it should repeat again sometime in the future, and I'm waiting. They can't do it. If it's a Big Bang that happened before, guess what? It should happen again. Why everything that Elohim created, guess what it's doing? It's happening again. That's why I believe. The reason I believe, because I have proof of something, guess what? It's keep repeating. I believe in that. It's keep repeating. But what you believe in, it has not duplicated yet. That would be considered a hoax or a mistake or something that just happened. If something is true, it's going to happen again. That's why I monitor the bar. Because if I wait, it shall happen. But we believe the book of Ehud, Chris, chapter 2 at verse 1. We believe that if we do right, nothing shall happen to us. That's not true. That's false. The book of Ehud, chapter 2 at verse 1. The book of Ehud. I hop the bar and also the interesting facts. But y'all know, it will be said, the book of Ehud was actually written after the book of, around the area of Bereshit, because of the landman. But when you think of Ehud, you think Ehud was written what? Way past, way after. It wasn't that far off. It wasn't that far off. It wasn't that far off at all. These folks, and the reason I'm teaching you this, I'm telling you this because I don't want you to get thrown off by anybody out here in the rocks that's trying to tell you something different. Don't believe it. If it ain't no proof, don't believe it. The Muslim religion, they will also teach you that, or other religions also will teach you that Adam and Eve had twin brothers and sisters. Not twin brothers and sisters, Cain and Abel, Cain and Abel. They said they had a twin sister. And then Abel had, Cain had sex with Adam's twin sister. That's how the baby came of Cain. I'm just telling you that people will try to throw you off. Because you know why? You say, well, it ain't written in the book. See, brother, that's what you want to do. You look for a book, ain't there. I got it. So now you're going to them like, hold on, let me search out. Let me keep going. And you going down the wrong path, brother. The whole goal, if y'all don't listen to anything I got to say tonight, the whole goal is to get you off the path back to your Creator. Once you were born, the whole goal is to get you on that path as your Creator, get back to your Creator. The only way you will stay on that path to back to your Creator the right way, you have to follow what He left, which is the Torah, which is a guide to say, when they say they got a song, say, order my steps, right? That's the only thing that's going to get you back to Creator. You have to understand the path and the steps back to Creator. What can get you off the Creator, we didn't get that when we started talking about what they say the ox, the tree that Kaua ate from, right? Once she ate from the tree, those are things that can get you off the path. What gets you off the path? Things that are wrong, things that are not right, things that we say, what is kata? You have transgressions and then you have kata. Kata means what? Missing the what? The mark. That means there's a mark that's set that you must aim and hit every time. When you don't hit that mark, guess what? You fell short. You didn't go. You failed the mission. What gets you from hitting a mark? A distraction. That's when you say, I committed sin. Because you know what? I missed the mark. I missed what was written. The reason that you missed what was written, because you went off to another path and you created your own mark. You say, you know what? No, that mark really ain't right. I think it's really over here. Nah, brother, you missed the mark. You missed the mark. 2R, clean. I want y'all to understand that. Clean. To be clean. Look up clean, Chris, Tim. To be clean. Look, not on Google. I want you to look it up on Safari. Because our goal is not to be mixed. 2889. That's the H2889. You got to get straight to the point here. 2889, you got 2890, and it hit 2891. 2889, ta'or. This means to be clean, pure, in a physical, chemical, ceremonial, or a moral sense, to be pure. In order to be pure, you can't be contaminated with anything. So when a book says you have to be clean, or it has to be clean, it has to be pure. That means not mixed with nothing. The only way you can be pure is something has to declare what is purity. What is pure? That's why you get, these are the things that you should do. This is what's being pure. Anything that was mixed, anything that I didn't make is not pure, brothers. It's not pure, sister. Go to 90, 2890. Purity, 2891. To be bright, to be pure, to make pure, to purify. Number 4, uncontaminated. Can you say you are uncontaminated? The reason why you can't or cannot say you not uncontaminated, because you know what you are already contaminating your body with. Your sins, you know. It's not nothing we have to make up. We ain't got to hide. One thing about being pure, only person can know that is you. Because you know what you contaminate your body with. And only time when things seem out of your control, when you got to go to a doctor to say, doctor, what is making me wrong? Why am what's making me sick? Your blood is contaminated with this and this and that. Oh, shoot. Uncontaminated. That's what we talk about being pure. Being pure, not missing the mark. When you're not missing the mark, guess what? I ain't contaminating myself with this. I'm walking according to the Torah. That's the only thing. That's the only thing you can compare yourself with. Whatever instructions your Creator gave you, you need to stick with it. If you ain't sticking with it, guess what? You're missing the mark. Anytime you get a religion involved, now you get a set of people, and now you get a set of people beliefs. Or a body, right? Or a church. Because you know what? We got our own covenant. The Baptist covenant, the Methodist covenant. We got our own rules and bylaws. This stuff is contaminated. That's why the books say pure. Because the reason why I got to be pure, brother, you got to get back to the Torah. I'm not in all this stuff. I'm not in it. I'm not in it. That's why a lot of people run from different religions, because they don't even know what to believe. The religion of the day will tell you the Torah is wrong. It's old and done away with. The reason why I got to tell you it's old and done away with is so that I can establish my own, so people can believe. That's how they're going to attack our youth. They're going to create their own to get them off. But if we don't do our job and stand up and say, no, man, this right is right. If you don't walk in this, you go ahead and leave, because you're going to contaminate my other kids. Y'all see that? That's why I tell my kids, I said, listen, I got to get rid of you. It's not because I don't harm you, son. It's just that you're going to contaminate the other ones. And I must save one. It's sad, but guess what? That's the way of life. Just call it the circle of life. And the only way you're going to stay with me, guess what you got to do? You got to be pure yourself. I have to have that same mindset with me with dealing with Elohim. I got to remain pure in order to what? To be in his beneath. If I'm not walking this way, guess what? He got to get rid of me. Because I'm going to contaminate who? The others. So that's why when we walk in here, we got to walk upright and pure and tar. And kadosh and separated, because guess what? We got to get rid of it. It's not that we don't harm you. It's just that you're going to contaminate the others. You're not going to wear all white and be working on no car. You setting yourself up for what? For failure. Why are we trying to be clean and we contaminate ourselves with all these things and go what? I'm going to get a little dirt. A little dirt going to get in me. And I get so mad every time I wear white, but something still won't get them. I say, dang, man, how about I just stay away from stuff? You know what, then? I'm only going to wear white when I come to service. You know what I'm saying? To remain pure is hard. But that's the mindset you got to have. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I got to fight to do it because I can't miss this mark. Book of EU, we're going to finish up. Go ahead, Chris, where you left off.
Again, there was a yom when the Bani of Elohim came to present themselves before Yahuwah. And Satan also came among them to present himself before Yahuwah. Yahuwah said to Satan,
what did he say?
Where have you come from? Then Satan answered Yahuwah and said, from roaming about on the Arats.
So now, Daniel, I got to break this down. You know why I got to break this down? Because this is part of my salvation. Why is Yahuwah talking to Satan? Cam, why are Yahuwah talking to Satan? So now I realize, hold on now, Yahuwah talking to Satan. So at the end of the day, I know we battling with spiritual wickedness in what? High places. Because yet Yahuwah's still in control. And he not going to tip you. People, just in the book, in our new Berith, he told, I think it was Cuff, he said, Satan decided to what?
To sift you.
To sift you as wheat, but what? Huh? He prevented them. Satan will come present himself and desire some of you. But guess what? Yahuwah got that covering to say, not this one. So once I realized that, I said, brother, I gotta walk circumspect. Because there's conversations being had above my head that I have no control of. So not only I'm thinking I'm fighting this, bro, I gotta be even stronger. Because I gotta be ready when Yahuwah say, listen, nah, bro, I got somebody that's gonna come at you. I'm finna see where you at. That's written now. This ain't Book of Boston. I ain't strong enough or knowledgeable enough to put this together. So now I got to say, you know what? You're having a conversation, having a talk. And what is Satan asking for, Aki?
Then Satan answered Yahuwah and said, from roaming about the Arats and from Halak around.
Well, nothing wrong. I'm 1 more week from saying, bro, I've been a month clean. Why you call my name? I ain't go to that website in 2 months, bro. Why you call my name? I ain't talked to no hoes in years. I'm about to say I'm 5 years clean, right? Why you call my name? Because, brother, right before I got to give you something, I got to see where you at. How I'm going to give you something that's more powerful and you ain't even, I don't know. That man said, have you considered EU? Ain't nobody like him. That brother think he pure. That's tight, man. So the problem is, you commit all kind of guitar. Yahuwah ain't even looking at you. If he's not considering you and you commit guitar, guess what? You're not even on his radar, which is horrible. You're not even my Beni. I ain't watching out for you for 2 watch. I don't even care what happened to you. You have no covering. Those who he watching over, guess what? Hey, brother, he's going to call you to the carpet. It's time to get in the game. Woo! All that talking on the sideline, well, if I was in that game, boy, coach ain't going boy, sorry, boy. You know how many people was on the sideline didn't want me? Once I realized my own teammates talking trash about me. Because by getting me out the way, they going to get in the game. I say, but bro, we trying to win the championship. Now, I don't like that. I don't like that. Then when I realized that, I said, brother, I got to practice a little different. I can't talk doing this because y'all trying to kill me. Oh, your mama came to the game. She didn't see you in the game. That can't happen next week. Oh, brother, I don't even want that ball. That's straight. I don't want it. The people, man, it's hard out there. Once I realized that, I said, you know what? I can't even go to you. Hey, man, what you going to do on this play? Bro, they'll mess you up. Nah, bro, do that. You got to hit the C gap on the blitz. Hit the C gap. Look, boss, what you doing? Boy, hit the A gap. Man, but coach. Oh, you try to get me off to make me look bad so that I can get out the game. You get in and do your job. You know what? I need to study my own dang playbook. I need to study my own playbook because probably the reason why I keep messing up and depending on you because I don't even know. I don't even know. So now, check it. Yahuwah said unto Satan, have you what?
Set your lob on my Abad, Ehud. For there is no one like him on the Arats, a Talmim and Yashar, Ish, Yara, Elohim, and turning away from
man, how much good he gonna call about that man? That man called more good words than Dexter and Zamar. Hit him, Dexter. That boy Dexter Kadashi, Elohim, boy, I say, that boy Dexter got the whole Aubrey paper. I said, hit him, Dexter. Words, I be gotta look up, Dave. I said, I ain't seen that one. But go ahead, Dexter, go on. That man said, his law pure, he Yara, no, he just keep going. Go ahead, Chris.
And he still holds fast his integrity, although you incited me against him to ruin him without cause.
Why they hating on me, Darren? Bro, it ain't got to be a cause. It don't have to be. Keep going.
And Satan answered Yahuwah and said,
What he said?
Skin for skin.
Come here, Jordan.
Yes, all that an East has, he shall give for his Kai. However, put forth your hand now and touch his bone and his basar. If not, he shall barak you to your pani.
He shall not. If not, what?
However, put forth your hand now and touch his bone and his basar.
And what happened?
If not, he shall barak you to your pani.
Verse 6.
Yahuwah said to Satan, behold, he is in your hand.
But
only spare his kai.
Y'all see that? He say, man, skin for skin. Oh, I can touch this. That man said, listen, everything he got on his body, you could do to him, but you can't touch his life. That's tight, y'all. That's tight. Yahuwah gave EU into Satan's hand to say skin for skin, bone and flesh you can touch, but don't touch his life. What do this man got to go through? That's hard. He said, all right, cool. We made a deal. Go ahead.
Then Satan went out from the presence of Yahuwah and smote EU with sore boils from the sole of his regal to his crown.
He got, because that's the agreement, y'all. Soles to his foot to his crown. That's the agreement. This Yahuwah have a conversation with Satan. Go ahead, Chris.
And he took him a potsherd to scrape himself while he was sitting among the ashes. Then his Ashah said to him,
what she said?
Do you still hold fast your integrity?
And you still gonna hold your integrity, man? Look at you.
Barak Yahuwah in Mut.
Go ahead.
But he said to her, you speak as one of the foolish Nashim speaks. Shall we indeed accept two from Yahuwah and not accept adversity?
Come on, man. That's a strong man in mind right there. That's a strong mind right there. So you mean to tell me I'm only going to accept two from him and not evil? Nah, man. That ain't the one I serve. Go ahead.
In all this, Eyub did not kata with his lips. Now when Eyub's three friends, Shammah, of all this adversity that had come upon him, they came each one from his own Malkum. Eliphaz the Timnite, Beladad the Shuktite, and Shaphr the Nemthite. And they made an appointment together to come to sympathize with him and to comfort him. When they lifted up their own at a distance and did not recognize him, they combed their call and wept, and each of them tore his robe, and they threw dust over their heads toward the Shamayim. Then they sat down on the Adumah with him for 7 Yamim and 7 Layla, with no one speaking a debar to him, for they saw that his pain was very great. Chapter
Next
3.
chapter.
Afterward, Eyub opened his paw in all his day, his yum. And Eyub spoke and said, let the yum perish on which I was born, and the Layla in which said, a boy is conceived. May that yum be kashak. Let not all look on it from above, nor our shine on it. Let kashak and shadow of Mut seize it, lest a cloud dwell upon it. Let the blackness of the yum terrify it. As for the Layla, let kashak seize it. Let it not rejoice among the yamim of the Yara, of the Shana. Let it not come into the number of the Pa of the Yari.
Y'all know what he doing right now? He going back over everything about the beginning. About the beginning. You see how the beginning in Bereshit, how everything was created? He said, man, none of that stuff should never happen. It shouldn't even happen that a man child that I was even born. I shouldn't even be here. And what else?
Behold, let the Layla be barren. Let no joyful call come in it. Let those all it who all the yum, who are ready to stir up,
The
Leviathan.
Mm-hmm.
Let the Kukabim of the twilight be Kashak.
Yep.
Let it wait for Aura, but have none.
Mm-hmm.
And let it not see the eyelids of dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Because it did not shut up the doll of my aim womb,
Yep.
nor hide misery from my womb.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I not moot from the womb,
Mm-hmm.
come forth from the womb and expire?
Yep.
Why did the knees receive me,
Uh-huh.
and why the breast that I should suck?
Mm-hmm.
For now I should have lain down and been quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I would have slept in.
Yep.
I would have been at rest.
Uh-huh.
With Malakim and counselors of the Arats, who built ruins for themselves.
Yep.
Or with Sharim, they had gold, who were filling their houses with silver.
Mm-hmm.
Or as a hidden or miscarriage, I would not be, as infants that never saw Aur.
Do you know how hard it is, how your life got to be to say, you know what, I shouldn't even been born? You can tell yourself, I'm such a screw up, why I was even born? Things happen so much in my life, why am I even born? The same thing how the midwives was instructed to kill everyone, but guess what, they had life. Because when you are predestined to be in a certain space, nothing can stop it. And anything you go through, you're going to have to go through it, but it's going to make you feel like, why am I even born? But before he got to this, he ain't had no issues. He ain't had none. You know how hard it is? So now there's the flesh talking with the flesh saying, brother, if you ain't ever was born, none of this would have happened to you. But you got to take the other side. If you never born, nothing tube thing could ever happen to you as well. Huh? Everything that happened to him in your life, you think he ain't going to have nothing that happened to Roshan either? But yet he's still going to be with you because guess what? I ain't going to let him touch your life. Keep going.
There the Roshah ceased from troubling.
Verse 25.
For the dread thing I dreaded has come upon me, and what I dread has come to me.
Yep.
I am not at ease, nor am I quiet, and I am not at rest, but turmoil comes.
Yep. Verse 4 and 1. Lee, you give me EU 1 and 1. So y'all see what ended up happening. Yahuwah had a conversation with Satan and said, you know what, skin for skin, bone for flesh, you can touch him, but yet save his life. Nothing that you go through, anything that we go through upon the flesh, listen, it's up for grabs. Your body, everything you own is up for grabs. Your kids is up for grabs. That's up for grabs. EU lost all his, he lost his Benny and his boss. It's up for grabs. Because Yahuwah made what? Everything. He made it all. What agreement you got say you're going to keep everything? None. Everything up for grabs. If you really want to be saved, everything up for grabs. What are you not willing to depart with, literally and figuratively? What is it? Because it's up for grabs. There is no agreement that say I'm going to be saved and keep X, Y, Z. None. It's not for grabs. Do you know why it's not for grabs? EU 101. Go ahead, Chris. Sharab Lee. This is why it's not up for grabs. Go ahead.
There was an Ish in the Arats of Uz, whose Shem was EU, and that Ish was Tamim and Yashar, and one that Yara Elohim and turned aside from Roshan. And 7 Beni and 3 Banu were born to him.
That man had 7 sons and 3 daughters that was born to him. And what happened?
His possessions also were 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 yoke of oxen, 500 female Kamor, and very many Abadim. And that Ish was the greatest of all the Beni of the Kadim. And his Beni went and made the Muad in their bed of each one on his yum, and they Shalak and Kara for their 3 Aku to eat and to drink with them.
Yep.
And it was so, when the Yamim of their Muad were gone about,
Yep.
Eyu Shalak and Kadash them, and come up early in
When
the
they're
morning.
considered on their birthday, you know, on their birthday they have a feast and bring them in. He calls for his daughters, or his sisters, say, y'all come party with me. And then what EU did?
And Eyu Shalak and Kadash them, and come up early in the morning, and offering burnt offerings according to the number of them all. For Eyu said,
What did he say?
Perhaps my Beni have Kata, and all Elohim in their law.
Yep.
Thus Eyu did all the Yamim.
So EU was actually considered a what? He was a Kohan. He was a Kohan, and he had to commit a sacrifice for who? His sons and his daughter continually on the sins that what? They committed. Or they may have committed. So therefore, you know what that left him? You know what kind of burden that is that I got to keep allowing for my kids and sacrifice for them daily, day after day on the things that they commit? That is a burden on the what? The Kohan. Why do you think the Kohan had to be done away with now? That's a lot of work. Everything that I got, what was he sacrificing? His own animals. Everything that he owned, that was he was sacrificing. This I had to do daily and I had to do continually. Why should a Kohan continue to commit sacrifices for your Kataim? On the daily. On the daily. On the daily. Because perhaps you may have committed Kata. At the end of the day, all them Beni and Banu, guess what? They got thrown away. They were killed. Day after day, he was telling them, I have just escaped, and I alone was the only one telling you, right? Your son has been killed. Time after time, it kept happening. But you know what was happening? That actually was less thing that he had to sacrifice. Things which you may consider an additive is really a burden to you. And the only way it's going to get rid of him, he got to do it because you ain't got the power or the guts to do it yourself. You may be considering it a burden, but at the end of the day, he said this is the only way you're going to be saved. I had to take my mind out of the flesh because I'd be like, this ain't right. But it ain't about what's right. It's about what the mark is. It's the point I'm trying to get you towards. You feel what I'm saying? And so when I read it, I said, you know what, man? I got to look at this I got to look at the salvation thing, the Yash thing, a little different. It's not about the flesh. It's about what's right and what's the mark. This man had to keep committing a sacrifice for what? Then it hit me in the book of your college call. It said, the father have eaten sour grapes, and the children tree have been what? Set on edge. That means the qatar that I have committed, right, is falling on my kids. That's not right and that's not fair. But the book say, you know what? Every man will be accountable for what? His own sin. Every man gonna be accountable for his own sin, his own qatar. You can't blame your father for what you're going through. Man, my mama and daddy was a drunk. You can't use that excuse no more. You can't use that excuse no more. My uncle, you know, he was a big gambler, and that's why I'm a gambler. Nah, bro, you can't use that excuse no more. Because that's going to be a day that you're going to be tested, and the things you're going to be tested on is the things that you have in your possession. The greater thing, think about this, the greater things that you have is more things that you can be what? Tested on. I didn't tell you to get that stuff, Austin. Just think about this. Anything that you add is going to be tested. Go ahead and put a mark on it. The day you buy it, get ready to say it could be sold or it could be lost. Every child born into this world, they could be born, they could die. That's the agreement. Anything that's born, it can be lost. Anything that you get of gain, it can be lost. Therefore, anything that you get, you better make sure you get them instructions and say, listen, I only got you for some amount of time. I only can give you instructions Everything else is out of my control as much as I can. I only can control what I control. After this, guess what? You step on your own. You're going to be accountable for your own kataim. If they don't yara and they don't feel that, they got to see it on their own. And when they see it from that man, and you know what they're going to say, and they ain't gonna never read, it is Yahuwah. They're going to say it is Yahuwah. Because you know why? Everything that was written aforetime was written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort or what? The kindle being, we might have hope. You might have a cord, you might have an attachment. But the only attachment you got is with him. Anything else is up for grabs. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
All right, everybody all right? I'll give Miss Yahuwah another hand clap. Good to be alive. Isn't that right? Appreciate y'all hanging in here, eating the coffers. Isn't that right? And all the people donating body parts to him. Y'all all right, man? Did a COVID test, so I just check everybody, make sure everybody out. I mess with y'all. Everybody all right? All right. We appreciate it. Appreciate Mr. Yahuwah. Get ready to take up this little bit of money so we can get ready to go a little bit of money, because you know how y'all like to give. And I y'all like to try to hold out a little bit on each other. Keep back what you got. We appreciate Mr. Yahuwah for everything he's done, everything he's doing, and everything he's going to do. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? This is about the suffering of EU. And that's something everybody look at. But I guess when your name persecuted, really what you expect. That's to go to territory. Maybe they gave us some different shim. We would probably look at things differently. Our shim don't mean a whole lot, so when you see affliction and things come on us, you really don't have nothing to kind of compare it to. But the man's name was persecuted. Y'all can cut the air off now, so they don't blame it on the air conditioning. You know how it is. You can't get sick this fast. You had already been sick before you came. Not that fun. Yeah, that air conditioner made me sick. Not that fast. You had to go to sleep, wake up. You know what I'm saying? Have a day or two. That thing got a Romanesque on you. Yeah, you come in here already coughing that earlier. You already had something. I had one in the bathroom. I coughed. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me. I see, I know what it is. Yeah, I know what's wrong with me. I just let Jahi, I won't call the name. I just let Jahi go ahead on. I was here. I don't know what's wrong with him. I know what's wrong with him. Isn't that right? Good, y'all all right? Well, that traffic bad for y'all? It wasn't? Oh, you were coming from somewhere, ain't nobody down there anyway. You come up from down there covered. Ain't nothing down there covered. You come up, yeah, except for that. Yeah. I'm talking about traffic. More people that live in Covenant, they stay buried in Covenant. Isn't that right? Don't too much come out of Covenant. All right, appreciate it, man. Chris, what you doing? Trying to take out that whole bench by yourself? Why your arms stretched out across that whole bench? You want to own it to yourself? That's that selfish set. Isn't that right? When the kid put up. We're trying to play it off. I seen you do. Yeah, exactly. That's all right. We'll get ready. Get that money. We get ready to get up so we get ready to get our announcement. Everybody gave their money. Have they missed anybody yet? Have they missed anybody? Anybody feel like something on their heart? They need to put something else in there? Is there a heart in the house tonight? Then? Goodness. Is there a heart in the house tonight? Stand up. Goodness, man. I gave all them again. Don't be scared to put no more in there. We ain't going to do nothing with it, but you'll be back to borrow it later. So, well, like we ain't going to get to do nothing with it anyway. We ain't going to hold it long. Everybody good? I'll let you ready to stand and give Miss Yahuwah a hand clap. All right. She got our announcements. Whatever. Is it that serious? Wonderful Shaquille. Yeah, Shaquille! Yeah! What's that, all right? What you better putting on your pocket? You ain't got nothing going on, do you? You have to check. What we got? All right, what we got?
Everybody sitting at Hob, and today is Meek's birthday.
All right, Meek. That's all right. It's too to be alive today, and that's definitely a good thing to be on top of the ground and not in the ditch. Isn't that right? You know what they say? Snitches get stitches and end up in ditches. So we definitely glad Meek's on top ground. Ain't that right? He on top of the ground, it ain't on top of him. Ain't that right? So we appreciate everybody too. Liz and Granville and Robert and Patrick and Cedric and Sapone. Appreciate Mercy. Appreciate all of them two and the babies, the kids. Ain't that right? Cody. Appreciate him, his little sister. Appreciate everybody. Ain't that right? Y'all all right? Appreciate all of that watch and view. Appreciate the shower and them. Always appreciate the bump. Can't never get enough of that. We're going to make sure we get it right. I think I sent a text out yesterday or today. I want y'all to really look at how important it is to make sure you're where you need to be, because you don't know when you're going to be out of here. Ain't no mistake, man. People among us, but people separating, people go for whatever reason it is. You know, appreciate the opportunity he give you. You can't worry about nobody else. We're not judging nobody else. At the end of the day, just make sure you're looking out for yourself. Because when it comes down to salvation, it's selfish. It's something you got to make sure for yourself. Where you at? You know, everybody got their own levels and how far they gonna go. Even here, you know, there'll be some that'll be here. You won't go anywhere. When I say you won't go anywhere, you won't go out the door and you won't grow either. At some point, you have to have that triggering point where you start to transition and do something different. You shouldn't be in the same struggle. Shouldn't just keep dealing with the same stuff. At some point, you have to start eliminating things so you can grow. That book told the guy, you know, move on to perfection. You can't stay at the foundation. That's how we start off with Romans 15:4. That's a foundation. We can't stay there. You know what I'm saying? So you got to go on to perfection. Otherwise, you're going to be laying the works of found. You're going to be laying the same works of repenting from dead works. A lot of times, that's why a lot of people hadn't grown and matriculated to get where they need to be. You know, really examine where you at and what you're dealing with and what you got going on. And start moving some things. 'Cause some people stay in the same struggle. That don't make sense to me. At a period of time, you got to grow. You got to move on. You got to start handling things differently. If you want to see results, you know what I'm saying? If you don't want to see results, then you know. Some of y'all good with just where you're at. And it's unfortunate. Because, I mean, I know probably 80% of y'all probably good where you're at. You know what I'm saying? You just won't get no growth. That's just being honest with you. At some point, grow. No, it ain't an acting thing you do. It's just something you want to know. You want to look at Ruach and where you need to be at, because your fight changed. You know what I'm saying? You still got the same fight. You know what I'm saying? You know, the mission is to make it in with him. You know what I'm saying? So in doing that, you know, that's some things you gotta move away from. You know, so it's just like in every military, they all got their own elite group, special forces group, and those are people they take from the other groups, and they separate these people. These people take on some different challenges, some different training, because they look at, you know, what they look at, they have to embody and what they have to deal with. And if you're gonna take on salvation, you're gonna look at, then you gotta get to a point where you gotta be able to separate from some things. You gotta be able to let some things go. You gotta be able to grow. You gotta be able to move away from some things so you can grow. Some of y'all just the same stuff. You know, it ain't, I know what you're thinking. It ain't getting into things. It's the fact that the same things keep you held down. And when you're really serving Yahuwah the right way, believe when I tell you this, you don't keep struggling with the same stuff. Don't believe that stuff. You don't keep struggling with the same stuff. You have to move on. It's just not profitable for you. You know what I'm saying? Not profitable. It's not profitable to let people drag you, pull you down. It's not profitable. It's just things you just have to do. It's just like, you know, what you're trying to do. You got to remember, he said, no man that he chose to be a soldier, you can't entangle yourself with affairs this or right. It's just only so far you can go. It's just being honest with things. Ever so far you can go. You look at, I can't go there with you because I know I got to stay mindset. You know what I'm saying? This journey we embarked in, you don't want to fail this one. You won't get another one. If you move, you won't get another one. Only chance you're going to get it while you're on this side. When you leave here, it's over with. Make no mistake. You'll be gone before you know it. So if you don't grow and you don't catch it, you don't get it, because it ain't for everybody. It's given to everybody, but everybody got All of got different things that we're trying to achieve, and depending on what you're trying to achieve and where you're trying to go and what you're trying to do, it's gonna play a major part on how far you go. I'm being honest, y'all know it. Some of y'all in groups, you know you ain't growing. You know you're not growing, and it's you. You can't worry about nobody. Listen, if people want to stay with that, that's good. That's where they want to stay, because that's how far they gonna go. You know what I'm saying? For me, that's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I don't get so much time to people. When I get pissed with you, I'm pissed. I gotta move on. I can't tie myself up in that too long, because I'm gonna lose something. I'm losing time. I'm gonna be behind. I done bought. That's a different fight than what I need to deal with. That's where you at. You gotta know where people at. You gotta know what you're trying to do. That's what you gotta leave. You gotta keep. They be like, why? Well, why we can't? I can't afford it. You mess around, you leave here, and you ain't got this thing right, man. You can't make nothing right in no grave. You can't make nothing right in no casket. I just went to view Sims. Saw his body. Went to view that today, and just look at all of us served together for years. A lot of us, we had a lot of people gone that served with us for years, and it won't be long. It'll be you, and you see what happened. The world don't stop turning for nobody. And when you leave and I leave, that thing will still keep spinning. Eventually, we got to all get out the scene. Everybody living got to get out the scene. There's another group coming on. That's it. Dang, it was people here way before all of us got here. You ain't going to believe it. Ain't no heads, tails, signs, or none of them. They had to move because we had to come on the scene. You're going to have to move because somebody else coming on the scene. So you got to stake your claim while you're here. Do what you can while you're here. And most things, make sure, you're persistent in your endeavor to make sure you obtain the Ruach HaKodesh, which is the spirit of separation. That's going to come with some information that you need, but with the Azra Yahuwah, the help of Yahuwah, we'll do that. We'll do it. Just make sure you know what you want to do. And as you go, just know some things going to challenge you, just like EU. It challenged it for a reason. See where you at. Before you start taking on more responsibility, he start putting things in your hand, he got to make sure where you at. Just like Abraham, he had to test it. He had to be proven. Man, I'm gonna make a covenant with you that's gonna go on far longer than you'll ever exist. You know what I'm saying? Far longer than you ever exist. I gotta prove a man. I gotta try a man. EU got double everything. He already was good, wasn't he? But in order for him to grow, he was gonna get more. So I gotta make sure where you at. If I take some things away from you, we good? If some things don't work out for you, we good? If I make you suffer, we good? Come on, y'all know we're not down. You're not down. Don't lie to yourself. You're not down. You're not down. But it coming to that point. And when it do, a lot of y'all done already showed your hand. I'm just being honest. A man gonna play card, and he gonna put his card down like this. I already see what you got. Tell him, come on, play. I already see what you got. You ain't got. A lot of y'all don't even worry about it. He not even gonna try it. He already know what you got. You done showed your hand. I'm just being honest. Y'all want the truth, you want to lie? Okay, I'm gonna give the truth anyway. I'm just being honest with y'all. Listen, where we need to be, we're not there. The goal is to get there. The goal is to do just like what he said. Everything here got to be at the same level. There's some basic things we all need to have, and we all need to already complete. There's some things you shouldn't even be fooling with. Certain things shouldn't even be a conversation. That's like even with using the word. When last time y'all heard me use it? Y'all remember I used to lay them down too, didn't I? Not that the word wrong. It's just the fact that sometimes you got to grow away from things and look at profitability. Where your profit at? I'm a man with a lot of knowledge and information. I could lose somebody off a simple word because they get hung on the word. I got people still can't stop now. That's where you at. I just been where you at. See, if you can't transition, you can't grow. Things happen for a reason. See, can you stop and start something? Can you stop? When I tell you to stop, can you stop it? It's going to take me a minute. I ain't where I need to be. So you know why I can't use you. Okay. I know where a lot of y'all at. I already know where you at. He can't use you. You want the truth, you want the lie? Okay, he can't use you. Because you can't transition. Some of y'all got too many hang-ups. It's going to take me a while. That's fine. He just can't use you. Y'all either follow or you can't. It's easy. You either going to follow. If you're going to be saved, you're going to follow. They ain't having for a reason. There's some people he's not going to save. Do y'all understand there's some people he's just not going to save? That's just flat. He's not going to save them. It don't matter what prayer you put out. It don't matter how much they get. It don't matter whatever. He's just not going to save you. This is for a particular people. He's designated for a particular people. If you're going to be that people, then you got to follow a certain order. All right? Don't worry about it. But y'all want the truth, I'm going to help y'all out. It's where you got to be at mentally. It's a state you got to be in above all things, because a lot of things that come rest you're going to be in your mind. Even if it come down to sickness, when it come down to your finances, all those things going to trouble weigh on your mind. Then that's going to get heavy on your heart. And your heart, we get heavy on your heart because you start looking at what I got and what I stand to lose. What I don't want to give up. How I don't want to be viewed. A lot of times, those little trigger points are what keep you from being saved. How people view you out here, man, it's only for their convenience. Don't make no mistake. People look at looking good in front of people. These people don't care nothing about you. People care about what they can get from you. When you can't get it, they don't want you. There's nobody that want nobody that can't do nothing for them. Make no mistake. Y'all seen a load of people out there trying to get homeless people? Because there's absolutely nothing they can do for you. So people only use you based off of convenience. Y'all got it? Well, with Yahuwah, it's opportunity. Everything you got, I tell you all the time, you better weigh it. You better consider how much it means to you because you're going to get tested on it. You're going to get tried. Y'all got it? Yes, sir. All right. I've seen people give up a lot. Walk off, let everything go. Look for this. Everything they walked out for, they lost it. Everything they left for, they lost it. It's not worth it. At the end of the day, my soul, I'm only here for one reason. I'm only here for one reason. I came to make sure I get it right. I didn't come for no wife. I didn't come for no kid. I didn't come for no car. I didn't come for no house. I didn't come for no cure for cancer. I didn't come for no blood pressure pill. I came because I wanted to be saved. I don't ever want to forget why I came. I always examine, why did you come? Because then you start looking at what things you let get in the way. Why did you come? Anybody tell me, why did you come? I heard somebody, what's that word? One person. But then think along the way, what happened? Trigger point. That's what happened a lot of them, just a trigger point. Some people don't follow the same way everybody. It happened to everybody. Because every night you need to be tested. Remember, what did you come for? Oh, I'm pissed with the white. I can't be here no more. So when you came for the white. How did the white get me off? I'm just how this guy, I didn't know no. When I came, I didn't want to, all I want to do was get right. I didn't want to get with nobody. I didn't care about no quiet. All I want to do is be saved. So when you let other things get in the way and those things hinder you, that's where you at. That's where you at, and that's your intent, and that's what you're gonna lose everything for. Man, ain't nobody, nothing worth burning the rest of your life. Young people, you got choices you're gonna make. You gotta make them today, but make no mistake, as time go on, things gonna change. Wanna sing, wanna dance here, do all these things, that's fine. As you grow and you start to interact and see things, then your desire gonna change for things. You're gonna lurk, you're gonna see other things, other ways gonna look more interested in this. A lot of y'all were born here, you've been raised, that's all you know. And it's gonna be interesting to go and see what these people got and what they're doing. When you get out there, you're gonna see. It's the same old game. It's the same old game. Ain't nothing going on out there different. It's the same old game. You're gonna run into a bunch of people gonna lie on you, lie for you. A lot of folks will like you up to a point, then they wanna fight you. They'll steal from you and take for you. Make your end and make sure you're right with the Creator. Trust no one. Trust Him. And that'd be honest. All people I'm trusting are people that trust Him. If you don't trust them, I can't put a whole lot of confidence in you. Because what's going to keep you from doing the thing? With Him, people say, well, these people here, these people, it's a level, ain't but so far I can go. Some people ain't got no level. Ain't no level. Everything on the table. Why you think all these people can dress homosexual? Because there's no limit. There's no limit. I don't want to be with nobody with no limit. I done seen that life. I don't want no part. You ain't got nothing that can stop it, nothing to restrain you. That's dangerous. But for the reason I told y'all that, you just consider it. That's all. Everybody got to make choices for themselves. You just make sure the choice you make is the right choice. Because you don't want to get yourself too far, then you can't get back. A lot of folks swimming and drowning. You can't get back. When that man mark you, you can't get back. It's hard out there. It's hard, man. These folks will leave you out there to drown. I'm telling you, folks sit on the boat. They can just give you a hand. They'll spit in your nose, man, let you drown. They look like they're your friend. You look like people not genuine. Believe me when I tell you, ain't nobody going to prove to show me how the street genuine. You talking to somebody that you will not be proving it. I had some friends I feel like would die hard. They would die hard for doing wrong. Now one of them want to do right. I don't need nobody like that. Why you don't want to do right? Why you want to smoke, you want to get drunk, you want to hang out, you want to do everything else, everything wrong. Why you don't want to do right? It's like, why wouldn't you want to do right? This helps you. This for you. You ain't doing me no favor. People be with you to do wrong. They'll leave you out there. Make sure y'all make the right decision, young and old. Everybody all right? Yes, all right, let's pull out. Most High Kudat Shabbat, the separated Father, we give Hadu thanks and to Dada Yoshem for all that you ransom in Kai in your life. in your cum and your resurrection, in your heart, which is your loving affection, that you gave unto us to redeem us from the bed of bondage, which is the house of slavery. Hadu, thanks again for your Shamaim, your Sabut, which are your height, expansion, where you dwell in your armies, for all that was given and instructed and established in order to reconcile us, that we might know that you truly are an Ish of war. This is a man of war. We give Hadu and $2 for the Kasib, which is the favor, that you grant us that we could not obtain by our own works, nor by our finances, for our riches, but because you are Hab the Abath, which are that you love the fathers. You also are Hab the Benin, which is you love the children. You spared us to give us this opportunity, baby, to Yakra upon your Shem, which is called upon your name, that we might reconcile with you before Salam too late, everlasting. Without you, we are nothing. We confess that we fell short and we missed the mark, and that we lurked and we lusted after other things that were contrary to your will. But Hadu again, thanks, and all the $2 thanksgiving to your Shem, to your name, for all that you are and all that you've given unto us, this opportunity. Baraka us, which bestow a benefit upon us, according to the Berifyu Shabbat, which is the covenant you vowed to Abraham, Yasakak, Yaakov, the Yahudim to Yasharal and their Tuladah, which are their generations, even unto us and our Tuladah, which are our generation, and to all that are far off, that you would establish us in the Amat, which is in the truth. We allow that you would allow your piney to owe upon us, which is your face, that it would lighten upon us, that your piney, your presence would be our in-keeping, and we are a camp and a hedge all around us as a protection. We seek your Ruach HaKadosh, which is the spirit of separation. We allow that you would lamed us, which is show us and teach us and instruct us. Grant us the Da'ath, which is the knowledge. Barak us that we would not only be your Benin, which are your children, but we would receive Bean, which is understand. That we would Yada, which is know you. Again, without you, we are nothing. We allow in which we ask that you will Baraka your Shalakim, which are your sent ones, and all of those that you sent forth to declare liberty unto, which is a freedom, that you would grant us an opportunity to be your Benin, which are your children, that we could be caught up to meet you in the air when you will come to establish your Malkuth here on the alarm, when you establish your empire here upon the land. We allow that you will be with those that we separated from, near and far. We allow that you will baraka those, will bestow a benefit upon those that support your dabarim, your words, those that we commit to you in Palau, those that are in leadership and authority to execute your will. We allow that you'll be a baraka to the married, bestow a benefit upon them. The single, the separated, those gone astray and taken from us, recover, especially our benim, our children, our young adults, and our individual mishpachot, which are our families. Be a baraka, bestow a benefit upon those that are in war-torn countries, behind prison walls, those that are bereaved, those in captivity, those that are going through the devastation of the storms of nature. They ask you to be a buckler and a shield to the Yahudim and to all that Yakra upon your Shem, which you call upon your name, and seek you for your Yasha, which is your salvation. We allow that you will baraka Jerusalem, bestow a benefit upon it, the city of Shalom, which is the city of peace. We allow that when we've done all we can do here, that you would not hold against us the things that we've done in the Passat, which is in the flesh. If there had been a Ruachni warfare that we struggle with, that could cause us not to enter in, we allow you not hold against us, but that you grant us a Talmim understanding, a complete understanding, that you will make us of the Kodashim, the separated ones, and that you will make us joint heirs with the Mashiach, which is the anointed one. And if you see fit that we don't kum to see the Yom, which is rise to see the day, we allow that you grant us a beth in your Alam Malkuth, which is a home in your eternal empire, where we can see your pioneer, your face, and Ta Halim, your Shem better, which is praise your name. In the Shem of Yahushua, HaMashiach, we palau. Let us all say, Amen. Come home! Come home! Ahabia. Come on, chillins. That's sweet. All right, where y'all at? Come on, chillins. Y'all don't like kids. Hey, sweet mission. But you done a lot of coughing.
That was sick.
You might need a paramedic. Man, you tripping.
That was a sick.
Oh, it was. All right, y'all ready? Come on up. Hey, so y'all come on up closer. Y'all come on. All right, come on. We getting ready to do. We finna do Raha Ha the little children. Focus, focus, focus. All right. Y'all ready? All right, y'all ready? 1, 2, 3, hit it. Raha the little children. Ooh, all the children of the congregation. Ooh, red and yellow, black and white. They are precious in His sight. Raha the little children of the congregation. Woo! Come home, come home. I'll hug you, hug you.